Hello, hello, hello. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another Friday night hangout. We just have been a busy day today. I'm ready just to hang out, chill with you guys, relax. If I have one plan, I have everything set up with all my lots, but I will be here. Yeah, dude, I just read your message, Punisher. Yeah, well, definitely, man. I'll touch base with you, man. I hope everyone's doing good out there. Hope everyone had a good Friday, a productive Friday. Whatever you did today, it was a busy day for me, but hey, we got through another week, so hope everyone had a good one. Let's see who jumps on right now. Yep. Now that baseball and basketball is over. Yeah, that's what it sounds like, Punisher. I don't think anyone else is here, but I'm sure they'll start coming in once they get the notifications. Definitely, man. Oh man, what a busy Friday, man. I did some retail arbitrage. I did a little bit of packing. I was all over the place today. I had a combination of everything today, so made the day go by pretty quick. So can't complain. How about you, Punisher? How was your day, bud? Hey, Justin, how you doing, buddy? Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. Today was my wife's birthday. Oh, that's awesome, man! Congratulations, and say happy birthday to your wife as well. Hope you spoiled her today and you made her day extra special. Hyphy Gold, what's up, brother? How you doing, man? Thanks for coming in. We're just barely getting started. Just hanging out. Like I was telling Punisher, man, just got through a really busy Friday, but it's all good. I'm glad we got to get to finish another long week. I was on a bunch of lives. Yeah, I hear you, bro. Me too, man. I kind of jumped in and out of a few and just coming around. Hi, Lorena. How you doing? Thanks for coming in. I'll rent you right now so you could drop the link to your channel so everybody could subscribe to your new channel. If you guys aren't subscribed to Lorena's YouTube new channel, I'm going to go ahead and rent her right now so she could drop her link to her channel. Make sure you guys go show some support. Give me 1 second here. Let me just open up this page here. And here we go. All right, Lorena, you're good to go. You too, Justin. I just gave you a wrench as well. So you guys feel free to promote anything you guys want to promote. That's awesome, Justin. Good to hear. Hey, Simon, how you doing, buddy? Thanks for coming in, promoting our new website. That's awesome, bro. Make sure you drop that link in here too, man. Let's get the word out. Finishing for the lives for a while. I've been busy. Yeah, bro, I hear you, man. I've been really busy as well too. It's been a busy week, but I can't complain. I'd rather be busy than you know than just watching time go by slow. All right, there's Punisher's website for their new business that they're promoting. They're promoting their new website, specialtysomething.com. Make sure you guys check it out. Show some support. Appreciate you guys coming in. I know a bunch of you guys are coming in from Lorena and Marcus's live that they have before me. If you guys don't check out their lives on Friday nights, make sure you check it out. They always have a great live. And yes, Loden, I agree with you. There is a lot of lives. Sometimes it's hard to go to to make it to all of them, but you know, you try your best to support. Yeah, last night we got on a live with a content creator hangout on his channel last night. It was a last minute thing because they're really planning on going, but he called me up and told me, "Hey, I'm reviewing a new streaming service." He goes, "You want to jump on with me and check it out?" I'm all, "Sure, no problem, buddy." It's a friend of mine, so I said, "Why not?" So I jumped on, and yeah, man, it's another, like I said, another stream to use on YouTube. It's called Melon app, I think. Melon app. Easter song so not done. That's awesome, bro. Make sure you hit those up. Get them products, man. You got to stock up. Me too, man. I've been relisting and stocking stuff up every day. I'm actually listing twice a day right now. I'm listing mornings and I'm listing at nights before bedtime. So right now, offer up Facebook Marketplace are like booming, dude. With the toys and every other stuff, man, it's selling. And also, I have been getting some sales on Macari as well. So I've been really busy. What's up, Marcus? How you doing, buddy? Thanks for stopping by. What's up, Derek? How you doing, brother? Man, if you guys don't follow Derek, Fundamentals of Side Hustling, man, you guys are missing out, man. This man hustles, he grinds all day, every day. Make sure you guys check out his channel. And also, they have a live every Wednesday night, him and Regina. So make sure you guys go show some support and check out Derek's channel. Believe me, man, you won't be disappointed with this content, man. He's on top of that, man. Punisher says we make shirts, coffee mugs, and handmade jewelry. So check out the website. Yeah, definitely, bro. I'll check out your website once I'm done tonight. I'm running on merchandise, which is a good problem to have. Yeah, bro. Exactly. It's always good, man. When you run out of product, that means you're doing something right. Hey, Josh, how you doing, buddy? Thanks for stopping by, man. Here's another one, man. Flips Fine Fun. You guys aren't following him? Make sure you guys follow Josh. Check out his videos, and I just started watching his latest video. I'm not gonna spoil it for everybody who hasn't watched it, but if you guys haven't watched it, head on over to Josh's channel. Flips Finds Fun. I'm sure he'll drop the link on here. Share with you guys. No problem, Derek. Real recognize real, brother. Good day, good day. Hey, what's up, Drifters? How you doing, man? Hope you're doing good. Yeah, brother, no problem, man. Yeah, make sure you guys drop your channels, whatever you guys want to promote out, put it out there, support each other. Yeah, brother, I hear you. Listing. That's how I've been too, man. Been listening mornings and I've been listening at night before bedtime too. So I feel you on that. I know some people are saying that their sales are a little bit slow on eBay, but I know some stores are actually booming pretty good right now. But best advice I could give for that is just go in there, check your listings, and maybe put them up for auction or change it up a little bit. I'll be in a reseller Robles channel Monday at 8 p.m. Can you check it out? That's awesome, bro. Yeah, man, I'll definitely check it out, bro. 8 p.m. Central, so that's gonna be 6 p.m. my time. All right, cool. Yeah, thanks for letting me know, Simon. I'll definitely check it out. There you go. Josh just dropped the link to his latest video. Make sure you guys check it out. Like I said, you won't be disappointed, man. He makes good content, so Make sure you guys go down there and show some support to Josh. And he just dropped the link to his video. So if you guys want to check it out, go ahead and check it out. Show some support. Yeah, man, appreciate you guys jumping in. Like I said, just hanging out. Hello, Iris. How you doing? Thanks for coming in. No problem, brother. I'll be there to show some support. You know me. What's up, reseller rowboat? How you doing? Thanks for coming in. Hey, Matt. How you doing, brother? Thanks for coming in. Yeah, man. Yeah, everybody's starting to come in now, man. Hope you're having a good Friday night, Matt. I know you've been busy too, brother. Everybody's saying hello to each other out there. Make sure you guys drop your links to your channels so you guys support each other. And if you're not following someone on this chat, I suggest you do. That's awesome, Derek. That's awesome, bro. That's the way to do it. I'm not sure. I'm sure he'll pop in a little bit. I know he was doing some listening earlier when I spoke to him, so I'm sure he'll come in a bit. See, Flips Fine has the right mindset. Trying to less $1,000 worth of stuff before bed. Yep, that's the way to do it. I mean, the plus side of it will be awesome to wake up to $1,000 in sales, you know. But yeah, you know, he's putting in the work, man. This man does it all. So all right, Houston Reseller just dropped his channel there. Make sure you guys check him out. Make sure you subscribe if you're not subscribed. Punisher says Matt has been buying every shirt in every auction. Yep. Thrifter says over $220 in sales the last 24 hours. I only have 90 listings this month, so I'm happy. That's awesome, Thrifters. That's what it's all about, man. As long as you keep getting results, that's all that matters. There's Fundamentals of Side Hustling's channel. Make sure you guys check him out. Subscribe to his channel. Marcus says, y'all had me laughing with that R&B songs. Oh, man. Good times, bro. Good times. Yeah. Nah, man. It's all good. Nice shirt there, yeah. What's good, Marcus? I'm trying to see what you're hiding in that closet. Oh, man. I'm sure Matt must have spotted something in Marcus's closet. I blurred it out. Houston Reseller says he picked up some yarn at the Goodwill last weekend. Oh, there you go. He's taking Flips Finds Funds advice, selling that yarn. Yeah, man. That's some good it's a good bolo right there. Thanks, Lorena. I'm working on this little by little. I already ordered my backdrop. I'm just waiting for it to get here. So yeah, I'm just trying to make it a little bit more, you know, more decent looking. It says me, but not content yet. Iris dropped her YouTube channel. She has no content yet, though. For hand carving tools, you talk to me, bro. Hello, Cat D. How you doing? Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. Uh-oh. Matt, we're going to have another intervention about your shopping addiction. No, man. Matt loves his vintage shirts. Iris is interested in buying yarn. Josh has listed. I have listed about $475 so far tonight. That's awesome, bro. Keep going, man. Keep going. I'll be on here for a few hours, so hopefully you hit that $1,000 mark before I get off tonight, which I know you probably will. No doubt in my mind. Let's see. There's the Reseller Robots YouTube channel. Make sure you guys go ahead and check it out and subscribe. Josh the Yarn Hustler. I'm Matt and been purchase free for 4 hours. Oh man. Hey, Hollywood Reseller, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. Cat D says, I know that feeling, Matt. Oh, you picked up some good lots this week, Cat D. You know, much props to you. You're doing your thing. Yeah, well, you guys are in here. I know Westside Gary and Tom Cruise are going to have their auction tomorrow, so make sure you guys stop by tomorrow. It starts at 10 a.m., I believe. Tomorrow on, I think it's on Gary's channel. So if you guys aren't doing anything tomorrow morning, you guys want to stop by and check it out, feel free to do so. Nice. Yeah, Josh be finding them shirts too, just like me. I've been coming in with some shirts. Punisher says, I sold a ton of yarn the other day. It went very well. Thanks, Josh. Awesome. Derek's just showing the ball of yarn. I'm moving, so I'm getting ready to list yarn too. Awesome. Yeah. You have a good eye on stuff, Cat D, so I'm sure you're going to do pretty well on what you bought. I mean, a couple of lots that I did see that you got, you got them for a good price. So I have no doubt in my mind you're going to make some money. I sold an industrial water filter for $200 on offer today. Got it for free. That's awesome. You can't beat free. Candy bought some great stuff this week. Yeah, she did, Punisher. She got a lot of good stuff. Yep, that's what's up. She says, I will share some when I find the treasures in this one. Sounds good. Hi, Pearl Nini. I hope I'm saying that right. Thanks for coming in. Ooh, another $40, another 50 arbitrage fund of 3 more. Way to go, Drift the Thrifters. That's the way to do it. And if you guys are out there still trying to source some inventory, Target has their Black Friday sales going on. They started this morning. They have a couple of video games for $9.99. So make sure you guys go check it out and jump on that. They have a couple of $9.99 games. They have some $14.99 games. So if you guys are trying to get some more stuff to resell, make sure you guys hit up Target. And I know Best Buy has a sale going on too. So make sure you guys jump on all those. Try to get some more inventory. I mean, you can't beat it. Nintendo Switch games for $9.99. Even PS4s. So make sure you guys go check all that out. All right, let's see who's in the back, knocking the door down. Hey, Nate, how you doing, buddy?
Good. How are you?
How's it going, man? Congrats on the sales, brother.
Oh yeah, I'm back new on eBay, so I've only got I went from I think it was 12 listings to 25 to 49, and now this month I'm up to 90. So
Oh, awesome.
starting to really put along now. Like all this stuff behind me is all death pile stuff. Like I'm when you can't list much, it piles up. But I've got plenty of storage, so
that's awesome, man. Hold on, let me I think someone else is back here too. Give me 1 second, Nate. There he is. What's up, Punisher?
Punisher's in the house.
Hey, what's up, brother?
Another day, man. Another day.
Same here, man.
I've been in a lot of auctions today and was in a lot of lives.
Hey,
trying to get this business off the ground.
No, definitely, man. That's why I told you when you came in earlier, man, to drop the link on for your website and promote it out, man. You know me, man. I'm about helping everybody out.
Oh, I know. Yeah, we're doing remarkably well. A lot of YouTubers have hit us up for shirts. Queen,
Awesome.
I just got done doing her shirts, and she's very happy.
Awesome.
You know, Fluffy, right?
Yeah.
I did all their shirts for their auctions, and now I actually just got done doing 40 shirts for him, and he's selling them.
Awesome.
And people are buying them up.
Oh, man.
Matter of fact, the shirts I bought from you, I use those for sample shirts. I put their logo on one of those shirts.
Yeah.
And when I send them their set, I throw that extra shirt in as a giveaway.
Oh, nice.
So they can just give it away to whoever they want, or they can use it as a a promo at the end of the auction or something. Say, hey, here you go, I got something for you. So it's working out.
That's smart, man. That's a good idea to do that, man.
Yeah, it's been working out. You know, we do coffee mugs and everything else. So, matter of fact, Nettie Pie just sent me an email today.
Awesome.
He wants me to do shirts for him. So I was like, wow, I guess this investment of all that equipment is working out.
Yeah, that's good, man. That's awesome, man.
I can't believe how much that stuff costs.
Yeah, I bet.
I spent $10,000 just to get my wife's business up and running.
Yep.
And I'll tell you, the return is starting to come. Slow, but it's coming.
It's coming, yeah. That's good, man. That's awesome.
No.
Got to spend money to make money. That's the oldest saying in the book.
Yep.
Yeah, I know. I've been in business most of my life, so.
No, definitely, man. No, but congratulations, man. I'm glad you guys are finally up and running, and wish you guys much success.
Yeah, my wife designed the website, and my gosh, she did an amazing job. I mean, I couldn't believe how much detail she put into it. And then I do the hand carved wood signs.
Okay.
You know, for YouTubers and whatever. I put their logos on them.
Yeah.
On hand carved signs, and everybody's going nuts for those. I did the Stooges. I'm doing. Here's Cajuns right here.
Oh, awesome!
That's a design.
That's gonna look nice when it's done.
Yep. I probably will have that shipped out to him next week, and he's already got a space that he's cleared out for it. He's all excited. He can't wait for it.
He's just waiting for it. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, he talks about it every morning, and I feel so guilty but his is so detailed.
Yeah, it has a lot of detail in his logo.
So doing all the carving has taken undue hours. I mean, I've actually redone his sign 3 times.
Oh, wow.
Because I just was not, I'm a perfectionist. I like when I send something out, it's perfect.
Yeah.
So, when I would get to a certain point, I'd look at the sign and go, yeah, the proportions just aren't right.
They're not right, huh? Yeah.
And he's been really nice. Johnny's been awesome. He's like, hey, don't rush it. Don't push it. Take your time. I know, you got a lot of ailments, but when you get it done, send it out to me. Don't worry about it, buddy.
Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah. All right. Have a good night, Reseller Robo. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, I always have trouble pronouncing her name too. Or his. Panini.
Yeah.
Perlini.
Yeah. All right, Houston Reseller. No problem, brother. Appreciate it you coming in, man. Have a good night, bro.
Yeah, Iris, I just subscribed to.
Yeah.
Looks like Nate deals in a lot of games.
Yeah, Nate. He gave us a little tour of his garage shed last live. He has a lot of stuff. I mean, a lot of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, I can't list as much at the moment, so I'm just acquiring stock at the moment. So
yeah.
Where are you from, Nate?
I'm in Queensland, Australia.
Oh, someplace I've always wanted to visit and have never had the opportunity.
Yeah, a lot of people say that, and at the moment, no one really has the opportunity either. So.
Yeah, that's very true. Actually, we have a young lady from Australia in our group now that she sells, and she is an amazing artist. And she's from, she's not in Queensland. She's in another town close to that now. I can't remember the name of it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, because I'm close to the border as well.
Yeah, she
I
just
could walk to it from here.
she just blew our minds. I mean, she has a lot of mental ailments because she's epileptic and stuff, but her work just blew me away. Totally.
Sorry,
So Louis, did you get all your listings out done today?
He's packing something he sold.
Yeah.
A bicycle. This is to so you can put your bike on your outside of your house, but then you can lock it with the cable. They were $1.50 retail arbitrage. I wasn't even looking, and just saw these on the shelf for $1.50, and yeah, $40.
Nice.
So yeah, I picked up 5 of them. So
nice.
Scanned it, and the sales were like, "Oh, okay, I'll definitely grab those." But yeah, just trying to find a large enough bag to pack this in. That's the
only thing you're gonna worry about right now, huh?
This should be
figure it out.
Now,
yeah,
can you in Australia? Can you use pirate shipping?
I think we might have a little bit of that here now, but just given the scale of my business at the moment, I'm just doing we just have these prepaid.
The parcel post, yeah.
Yeah, they're just different sizes, and each one can go up to 5 kilos, which is 12 pounds, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, pretty close.
It's just the easiest way to do it until I upscale a little bit. Then I can look at. I've already got I'm staring at it over there now. A Dymo label writer. I've got one over there that I picked up on Facebook Marketplace.
Nice.
So I'm ready to upscale when it's the time. But yeah, when I'm only doing 10 sales a week at the moment, it's
yeah. That's what I have right now too, a Dymo. So believe me, it comes in handy, especially when you sell daily. Comes in handy.
Well, I do. I go through pirate shipping, and I ship all my stuff, boxes wrapped in black bags.
Yeah, I do the same.
I'll tell you, that's it. God, there was one package. I took it down to the post office. The guy told me it was going to be $78 to ship it. Yeah. I told him he was crazy. I turned around, came home, and I've been watching people talk about it. They didn't know anything about it. Mm-hmm. And then, so I talked to somebody who really uses it all the time, and she told me, "Oh, you'll save tons of money." So I signed up for it. Mm-hmm. Next thing I know, it went from $78. Each box cost me like $7.98. Mm-hmm. I was like, "Wow, okay." Yep. And then I just took it back down to the post office, handed it to the postmaster. He said, "Okay, here's your receipt. Have a nice day." Yep. So yeah, I'm liking that.
For us, it's all about cubic weight. So basically, I'm trying to find bigger bags at the moment. So if I have to put something in a box, as long as you can still stuff it into a bag, then they don't cube it.
So that's how we do it here in the States.
Yeah.
And last time I went to the post office, the lady actually said to me, because I had to send one in a box, and she said, all you have to do is basically get a little box and sticky tape it on top of it, so then it can't be cubed, like it's no longer a box shape. And she said, then we can't cube it, so then we just do weight. And I'm like, I'm sure half the post offices you go to, they'd look at you like, no, we can't do.
Yeah.
What you said, just stick another little box on the side of it.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
So
but
maybe it's worth a try if you ever
yeah,
get
but
in a
with pirate
pinch.
ship, yeah, you save some money on the shipping. It comes in handy, especially for the big packages as well.
Yeah, Cat G blew me away this week. Every auction I was in, she was just buying,
Yep, she cleaned
and
up this
and
week.
she was kicking people's butts that normally don't get their butts kicked, and
Yeah,
she was kicking their butts. I was like, "You go, girl.
yeah,
Buy them up."
oh yeah. I
And
was
she
gonna say,
bought some really good stuff. I
yeah,
mean,
she did.
awesome reselling specs.
Yeah, she did get a lot of good stuff. That's what I was telling her earlier.
Mm.
So yeah, but a lot of people think, oh, Kathy hasn't been around, but people that don't know, she's been around for a while now, so she
She
knows her stuff.
watches.
She knows,
Yeah.
she's
Well, see, I did that. I did that quite some time. I wasn't known. I didn't, I would say
Mhm,
hi, but I wouldn't like make any
mhm.
talk or anything like that. I just kind of stay hidden.
Yeah.
And then I met Fluffy,
Hmm.
and Fluffy was like, "Come on the live and do this stuff. Get yourself broken in. Then you can do auctions." So when I did my first auction with him,
Hmm.
and now I'm being invited by other people to go on their auctions, and I'm like,
Yep.
I would love to.
Yep.
So it's like, okay, now I got to get a calendar and start setting up
Start setting
auctions.
up. Yeah, that's how it starts. That's how I started.
Well, I mean, my wife, she has been banging out so much product
Hmm.
in the past 2 weeks. It's blown me away. I mean, she makes all her bracelets handcrafted.
Hmm.
She'll custom make them with whatever color you want, whatever charm you want. She does the what are they called? Paracord bracelets,
Oh,
and
okay.
she can put any emblem or charm in those.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and then she does these really cool headbands. And I did it at the Fluffy auction
Hmm.
last week.
Yeah.
I sold out.
Wow.
Everybody wanted them.
That's awesome, man.
So you got all your listings done this week?
Yeah. Well, for today, yeah.
Yeah.
Not for the week. I list every day. So,
Oh, okay.
how you doing, Joe Deals? Thanks for coming in.
There we go, all ready to go.
Nice.
There you go.
Josh says that he had an item shipped out for $12.42 from Pirate Ship. That was $37 through UPS, USPS priority. What's up, buddy?
Hey, little man.
He's not on here. Say hi.
What's up, man?
He was asking for Louie. He's like, "Where's Louie at? He'll be on later. Go hang out, okay? Go watch the movie with your sister, okay?"
I know, but I can tell what movie we're watching. We're watching the Bears movie, and it just comes out right now.
Okay. Go ahead,
Luis,
buddy.
is that your mini me?
Yeah, that's my son.
Yeah. And mini me. He looks just like you, man.
Yeah, that's what everybody says. It's like a little mini you.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's funny when I saw that you were on live and all that, so I thought I wanted to come down to the packing shed this time and be a bit more rather than walking around like crazy. And I thought I'll put a hat on because everyone else had a hat on last week.
Yeah.
And I wanted to show. I forget who it was, but he was surprised that I was a disc golfer. But then I was wearing a disc golf.
Yeah.
hat.
Oh, it was Josh, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, but I thought it was funny that normally our dogs, like if you got car keys in your hand or anything like that, they think they're going for a drive, so they all get excited. I didn't have anything like that, but I had a hat on, and that to them was their visual, symbol of we're going for a drive. So they're all like racing to the car and all that because I had a hat on.
All I got to do is walk out the back door, and my dog runs right to the car, thinking, "You're going to take me for a ride? You can take me for a ride?" I'm like, "No. I'm just getting something. I'll be right. We're going right back in." Okay.
No, I figured it out now. There's two main thrift stores that I go to that if I do the mail in the middle of the day and I call into them, there's two spots that I can park in that is in the shade because obviously it's been into summer here now, so it's a bit warm in the car. So if they want to come, like I've got specific places that I have to park just for them, so people don't walk past and think, "Oh, you poor puppies."
Yep.
But they don't care that the car's a little bit warm. That's their, they love that. That's their favorite part of the day.
Yep.
How's the temperature out by you, Maurice?
Out here with me. It was with me or with Nate?
With you?
It was not too bad today. It was about 80. But it's actually supposed to rain out here in California tomorrow.
Yeah, well, believe it or not, up here in upstate New York, where it's supposed to be like in the 30s,
yep,
we're in the 70s.
Wow.
And we're supposed to be that way for like 4 days.
Nice. You guys are getting some California weather out there.
Yeah. Yeah, but I hate it, though, because right after it goes away, then the next thing I know, I'm sick as a dog.
Yep, and then the cold weather comes in. Yep.
That was the first time I went to the US. I was there for about 3 months, and the first basically 2 weeks I was sick as a dog because I went from in our Celsius degrees. I went from it was a 40-degree day the day I left Australia, and then within a week I was in like minus 20. So,
oh man,
my body didn't like that.
He must have been in my neck of the woods.
Yep. He must have been in
a bottle of NyQuil in my jacket at all times, and I was just taking twigs.
Yeah, I live in upstate New York.
That was Indiana.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah, it gets cold there.
Yeah, it's cold in Indiana too.
2003, like actually, if you know the documentary Supersize Me, like when he's filming that was the same time. And even he sort of makes note of it, of that being an especially cold winter. I saw that a few years later. I did the maths, and I'm like, oh, that's when I was there when he was filming.
Oh, awesome.
But I have been in minus 32 in Winnipeg, and it gets to people always say, "Oh, was that Celsius or Fahrenheit?" And I always say, when it gets that low, it
don't matter.
They're pretty much the same. Then that's when they start to even out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so funny. I live in upstate New York, and I went to Canada. I was in where was I? I was just over the border, not too far into Canada, and the temperature change was unbelievable. I mean, it was like 40 degrees colder in Canada than it was in New York when I left. Now, taking account, it was the end of November, beginning of December when I went there. But holy cow. And it's snow, you don't have no clue. It just shows up. It's like, hi, I'm here. I'm going to dump a whole crap load on your head. We almost couldn't get out. We almost couldn't come home. We were only supposed to be there a week.
It's one thing in my travels, I found it very interesting that like we stayed in Thailand for 2 months about 2 years ago, and their daytime temperatures there. So I'll always use Celsius because that's what I know. But their daily temperature range might be 30 to 32 for the whole day. And the island that we're on, their temperature range the whole time they've been recording on this island was only the lowest ever was 18 degrees and the highest ever was 36. And I think we have days like that here where I live. We can start at 18 and get to a high of 36. And that's their, same when I lived in Canada, it could be the whole day was -2 to -4. Like there's not that temperature range, whereas we can shift like 20 degrees in a day. Like it's just so different here that we can, at the moment, our overnights can get still down to near freezing because we're in a mountain area. Okay. So it can still be, what's that? So 35, 40-ish in your Fahrenheit, but then our days can still get into the 70s and 80s. So you have to sort of, the nights compared to the days are just totally different. Like I'm sweating like crazy now and wishing I had an aircon out here, but then tonight it'll be like rugging up in bed because it's bloody cold. So
it's cold. Yo, I hear you, man.
Now, do you get snow there, Nate?
In our state is like Florida. We're the Sunshine State, but we live in a very special area that's like the mountainous area of our state, right down the bottom in a little corner. So about a year and a half after we moved here, we had a snow day. So,
Wow.
and I've been in snow, obviously. My wife had been in New Zealand and also Japan. We saw a little bit, but yeah, to actually live in our own home in the Sunshine State and to have snow was just an amazing experience. That we, that's part of the reason why we moved to this area, because it's just that little bit cooler, and we have these things called seasons here that we tell the people up north. Because we can have like we've had, I think it was 2 years ago, we actually had the record for the lowest temperature in the state, which happens a lot, like at -11. But then we also had the hottest day in the state here one day. Everyone was messaging me saying, bit warm there today. And I'm thinking, yeah, but it's warm everywhere. And then it was, we had the highest temperature in the whole bloody state. And we're out working on the disc golf course for about 8 hours that day. And it was like, that was a bit crazy. I think it was about 105 it was that day.
Oh, man.
So I'm just fixing up a PlayStation 3 controller. I just dropped a small little video showing people how to fix these.
How to fix them? Nice.
I'll just change the battery. But yeah, it's one of those things where it's such a cheap on eBay. They're like $3 or $4 for a battery. So when they die, it's such an easy thing to people will sell you a system and say, you'll buy a system off people, and it's like, oh yeah, but 2 of the controllers don't work, sorry. And it's like, well, it's all right.
Yeah, it's all right. I'll take them.
I'll take them, yeah.
Yeah, we have a saying here, Nate. Put it in my box.
Yep. There you go.
Put it in my box. Ship it out.
Put it in the box. Yeah.
I've got so many freebies thrown in that end up being the best thing that you get in the deal. Like,
yep. That's exactly what I was going to say. Sometimes, like I said, they'll say, oh, these don't work. No, put them in there. Don't worry about it.
Yep. It ain't broken until I look at it.
Yep, exactly.
Well, I have four controllers for my PS3 that I got at a yard sale, and the lady said, well, I'm not sure if they work very well. How about if you give me $1 for all of them? I was like, sure. I brought them home, and all it was the kids just beat the crap out of them. I just replaced all the buttons and everything. Cost me like $3.
There you go.
And I just replaced everything inside and got everything moving smoothly. Plus, there was like all kinds of gook inside. Cleaned the whole thing, charged the battery up. They work great. I've been using them for close to 2 years now.
Nice.
Not a problem.
Awesome.
Yep.
I just want to say hi to a couple of people that came in. Hello, Annie. Craig, how are you doing?
This one
Salvador,
too.
Thanks for coming in. Awesome, man.
Put it in my box. I'll take it. I could use I can use another one.
Well, this is my own personal one that I'm replacing the battery of. Because I rarely use thumbsticks anyway, so I thought, oh, well, I'll just use that one. That's all right.
Yeah.
Sell the good stuff. I'm actually down a screw on the other one and all that, so I won't even put all the screws back in the one for me. There's a fly like right here. He's just
a little while ago. You guys would have been laughing your butts off. I was getting attacked by a yellow jacket. It flew and hit me in the side of the face, and I was like, "Oh, what the heck is that?" I'm looking around, and then all of a sudden it landed. I'm in there, mutant. They're like, let's see. Let me get my fingers where it's literally that big.
Oh wow.
I've never seen them this big. They're gigantic yellow jackets.
That is crazy.
So far, we've had 2 grandchildren get stung by them.
Oh, man. Believe me, you don't want to get stung by a yellow jacket.
Well, I think they're like hanging out in the eaves or something, and they made a nest because we just been getting them in the house like crazy.
Yeah, there must be a nest somewhere by your guys' house, probably.
Yeah.
We have plenty of things here that try to kill us.
Yeah, I know. I just watched a video the other day of the craziest things in Australia. And I saw some of the bugs, and I was like, nope, not going. I'm not moving to Australia. Nope.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, the small stuff is the stuff that kills you.
Yeah.
Well, the funny thing is, when I was overseas, the first time I came across a camel spider, I had no clue those things are so damn big. They don't hurt you. They don't bite. But still, You see that thing walking up your chest while you're sleeping. I'll tell you, you get out of that bed real fast.
Yep. I bet you will. I think that goes for anybody.
Well, my best so far was I was fast asleep, and then I woke up like just in pain and yelling and all that. The missus quickly flicks the light on and all that, and we look in the bed, and I'd been stung by a scorpion.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they have that problem in Texas a lot. Everybody gets stung with scorpions, and they act like it's no big deal.
Yep, they're so used to it.
I know.
There's no big
Yeah, no biggie. I got bit by a scorpion today. No, think not.
I know we got some Texas people in the chat right now. I'm sure one of them will probably could tell us a little bit about that, about the scorpions.
Yeah, they'll probably laugh at me because I'm
Yeah.
over here making a big deal about it.
Yep.
And they'll say, I've been bit by a scorpion about 25,000 times. Oh, okay. Yeah,
There we go.
I moved to Florida, and it was funny as heck. I knew nothing about those red ants.
Oh, those red ants. Oh my god, when they bite.
I knew nothing about
Fire ants, is it?
fire ants.
Fire ants.
I'm in my bathtub taking a shower, and I saw an ant. So I just figured, I'll just kick it toward the drain.
Oh,
Stupid
man.
idea. The thing bit my big toe, and I mean it latched on, and I freaked. I'm like dancing around. I almost fell out of the shower. My wife thought I was losing my mind, and the next day I woke up. I swear to God, my toe was like that big around.
Wow.
I couldn't even put my shoe on. I had to wear sandals, and I hate sandals.
Oh man.
I'm more of a combat boot kind of guy.
Yep.
We've got fire ants in our state now, thanks to the US. They were never an issue, and then probably about 15 years ago, it's like the fire ants are coming.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, they're very evasive.
Yeah. They are. They hurt. I got bit by a fire ant when I was a kid. It was no joke. The side of my foot was swollen for like a few days. That thing hurt though.
Ah, there we go. We learn something new every day.
Right. Oh, I didn't know that either.
I didn't either. Get yourself a bull snake. You're all set.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what the brown snakes in Australia are popular for. People who didn't hang around for that.
Poor Cat D's not going to sleep tonight.
Well, I know. She's going to send me a message later. See what happens? You guys are talking about that. I can't sleep.
Sorry, Cat.
I know. Sorry, Cat D.
Okay, I think we need to change the subject.
Yeah,
Everybody's
before we
getting
start, everybody's not going to sleep tonight.
Nope.
I was just looking for the button that dropped off.
Oh, okay.
This one must have been glued down at one stage. It just wouldn't separate.
Mhm.
Oh, probably.
And now he threw it across the room. Now he'll never find it.
Yep. That's the thing with stuff like that. Sometimes when you need it then and there, you'll look for it.
Mm-hmm.
It was
And then
still in the bloody thing.
Yeah, you can't find it. And then when you least expect it, be like, oh, there it is.
Yeah.
It was still attached. Idiot.
Yeah, that's why I went from having a hardwood floor in my shop that had openings in it to putting those rubber mats down around my whole shop.
Oh,
When I
okay.
drop screws and nails and little tiny screws when I'm building things,
Yeah.
I can find it now. As long as I don't have a pile of wood shavings sitting there, I'm fine.
Then you'll be fine, yeah.
Well, I've gotten better now. Since I put the mats down, I sweep up, like when I'm done with a day,
Mhm.
I put all my tools away. I sweep up the floor. I sweep off my workbench, and then I put everything, clean everything up, and then I leave the shop for the day.
Awesome.
I used to be kind of one of them guys that left all their tools sitting on the bench and
Mm-hmm.
stuff all over the floor. And now that I put the mats down, it kind of makes me conscious that all that big mound of
Yeah.
sawdust and everything is sitting there on the floor. I got to sweep it.
Hey, Russell, thanks for joining us, buddy.
Hey, Russell.
Okay, let's see what Lorena has to say about the cockroaches in Texas. And she should know. She lives in Texas, so.
That was another thing in Florida. When you see this giant truck and a whole bunch of seagulls flying around,
Yep.
don't be on the ground, because what they're going to do is they're going to open up the sewer drains to
Mhm.
blow out the sand. They shoot down these big water jets with all these
Yeah.
little eyes on it.
Yeah.
Well, as soon as they open I know, because I was driving down. He was in my apartment complex, and I was driving down on a golf cart. And I went to get off to ask him what he was doing. And he said, "Get back on your cart and don't get off." I was like, "Why?" And then he opened the lid, and the whole ground completely covered in albino cockroaches. And the seagulls swooped down, chopped them all, ate them all up, and then they
Mhm.
flew up in the air. And then the guy said, "Okay, now you can get out." I was like, "Okay, I'd rather not, thank you." That's the most cockroaches I saw in one place at one time.
Oh, man.
Hey, Josh, thanks for
Hey.
the recommendation about the yarn, dude.
Yeah, and
I cleaned house with it.
it's definitely bolo right now, guys, because
Yeah,
you got to thank all the people that are sewing Christmas gifts.
Yep.
exactly.
Hats, scarves, gloves, all that stuff.
Yeah,
I
Josh
sold-
talked about this on my lives weeks ago when he got
I-
that big yarn score, and I'm
I
glad
was
a lot of you
watching
guys
it.
picked up on that. You know,
I watched it,
that was a good tip.
and it was funny because my wife had just gotten like 197 reams of yarn.
Yeah.
And she said, "It's yarn that I don't use. It's all
Yep.
like that baby yarn."
Yep.
I sold each ream for $5 a ream.
Yeah. I'll lot them together.
Mm-hmm.
It's good to scan them if they still have the wrap on them.
Yep.
Because you'll see some of them that are discontinued. I've sold one skein of yarn for $20 by itself because it was discontinued. People were just like, I need it," and guess what? I had 8 of them.
Nice.
It's
Nice.
just, you just gotta double check them, when people are looking for it.
Yeah, it was funny because my wife said to me, she says, because I was getting ready to do an auction, and she says, "Hey, can you get rid of this yarn for me? I'm never going to use it. And it's just taking up space in my office." I was like, "Sure." I put it out, and God, people were clamoring after it. I was like, "Thank you, Josh." Because I remember you saying yarn is the thing. You can
Oh, yeah.
sell tons of it.
And I'll mention something to Nate too, because I sound a little funny right now, guys, because yes, I live in Virginia where it is 35 one day. It was 74 today.
Oh, wow.
And I decided to rake my leaves. Guess who gets all the mold allergies? This guy.
Oh, man.
So it's just drainage now, but it's no fun.
Yeah,
I hear you, man.
I woke up this morning. It was 39.
Mhm.
When I went to work, when I got on my way home from work, it was 74.
Yep.
And it's supposed to be like that all weekend, I
Mhm.
think, till Wednesday, and then it's supposed to plummet again. And that's when next Wednesday I'll be sick as a dog. As soon as the weather changes.
I know Nate's working pretty busy, man. I thank you so much for wearing the Discraft hat today.
That's what I was saying. This is the hat that I was wearing last week, and you never noticed.
I didn't. I had to put 2 and 2 together. But another little fun bolo, guys. If you don't know what disc golf is, frisbee golf, whatever you call it, froth. Guys, that's another thing to look up. If you guys ever find discs at yard sales, estate sales, stuff like that, especially some old ones. Once again, type the info off the disc. Look it up.
Really?
Yes. Oh yes. I've sold a couple for $80, $90 here and there. Found a guy, he was getting rid of his whole set He had 30 discs that he hadn't touched in 20 years. I was like, gold mine, baby. I mean, there's good value out there.
That's the ones you want, where it's people that bought them 20 years ago and haven't used them and all that, because they're the ones that people are clamoring for now.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So just a good little bolo. You'll see it. It'll look like a Frisbee, sometimes just a little bit thinner. It'll just look pretty unique. There's a couple, brands that you can look out for. Discraft being a great one with some older stuff. Innova. How do you say Innova, Nate? How's it?
No, Innova.
Innova. Okay. I've seen people just across the board. Innova. But yeah,
I'll keep my eye out.
it's another good little bolo. Just look them up if you're ever at an estate sale. I mean, even the basic ones will still go for like $5 to $10 used. So
it's something too. The son or the daughter possibly might have played it 20 years ago. So it's one of those things that's sitting around at home that mum just, you play that anymore? No, get rid of it. Not knowing that the first run items and all that are actually very valued in disc golfers, especially. It's a bit like, the clubs in golf that they, if it's one that they really like to throw, they might be really good collector pieces as well for people to put in the walls. But at the same time, it might be the case of, okay, like the golf ball, like I really like that one disc, that one run even. So it might only be X amount of them out there that they buy them up to put them in their collection for, okay, well, when I lose the next one, I've got a spare now. Yep. So not just from a collectible standpoint, but from people, like I've had some, I had a really good collector disc that was hanging on my wall, and I actually had a pro player from the US that was staying, her and her husband were staying with us, and she went to the crapper and looked up at the wall, and she was like, oh, what would you trade that for? And it was this really hard to find disc that just happened to be that it was a prize that I won at one stage. So I'm like, no, you take that. That's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's sponsored by that company, and she still couldn't get her hands on one.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah, I think my best one, it'll be foreign to everybody except for Nate. It was a old wide rimmed Ken Climo Gazelle.
Okay.
I want to say after his third championship.
Okay.
I mean, beautiful disc.
This guy won a lot of championships, so then each time they would update his disc.
Mm-hmm.
So you get ones where it's like the 3-time stamp, and then it's like the 5-time stamp and all that. So that's how they can really define them.
Yeah.
I found out why this PlayStation controller wasn't working. There's no battery in it at all.
Oh, man.
I opened that up and I went to grab it out, and I'm like,
where's the battery?
There's no battery in this one.
That's not going to work.
Yeah, Luis, I was listing, I moved off from electronics, went to shoes, and there was these all black with the brown gum Vans.
Oh, nice.
And of course, I was like, oh, let me try these on. Now, what do you know? They fit. And I was like, okay, not listing now. I was like, I hate when I do that.
Oh, man. That happens sometimes.
Don't try it on.
Yep. That's awesome, though.
Yeah, sometimes it's certain things that's very hard for me to list.
Oh,
It's
there you
alive.
go.
It works.
It works. Yeah.
It's amazing what these battery things do. Oh, who would have thought? You put a battery in something and it works.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's another good tip you share too, where people that come across the controllers that people think they don't work. Sometimes it just needs the battery change.
Yeah, that other one, I'm having problems with the first one I pulled apart today, but the others are all going together nicely. I think it was a bit of brittle plastic in the corner, so that might have been my problem.
That's very true, Marie.
Yep.
I bought a, what was it, Dream Life. It's this like little remote control game console that hooks directly to a TV.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I bought it for like $3. And I was like, what is this thing? I'm messing with the remote. Yeah, just check the batteries, people.
Mm-hmm.
Because I ran to Walmart tonight, went and got batteries because I was running out. Plugged those batteries in, listed that thing for $50. Yeah.
Nice.
Put a few batteries in, people. It'll take it from 3 and possibly broken. I turned it on, found out it's some like live your life in some kind of teenage land. I don't know what it is, but it's selling pretty good.
Nice.
That's one of the best things about eBay is that you have access to, like, as long as you know the battery number that you need, like, it's so cheap to find replacement batteries for pretty much anything.
Yep.
Yeah, that's very true.
It is true.
Yeah, I got a awesome gift for one of the YouTubers. They saw this lot, they purchased it and had it sent to me. I had no clue. I wasn't in the auction. And they ended up getting me the original Punisher signed and
Nice.
all the 5 issues of the Punisher Warzone,
Wow.
1 through 5, in mint condition.
Mint condition. Wow.
Yep. Just out of the blue. I opened up a box today when it came, and they had no clue it was even coming.
That's
This
awesome.
community,
cool.
this community is amazing. It's like, you know, everybody calls me the Punisher. You know, it's always, hey Punisher, hey Punisher. My real name is Peter, but everybody calls me Punisher because it's my name on my thing. And it's so funny. I'll get, I bought Joker sneakers from one of the YouTubers at an auction, and when I got the sneakers, I thought they were pretty awesome, but I found out now they don't fit me. So now I'm stuck with a really nice pair of Joker sneakers, which I did comp, and they are about $60 for the set, so I might sell them. But in there, she sent me a Punisher ring, and she didn't tell me she was sending it.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah. This community is super nice. I mean, everybody helps each other. I just bought a bunch of stuff for one of the YouTubers that's in our group. Her name is Willow, and she collects owl stuff. So I've been in a few auctions where people were auctioning off owl items, and I bought them, and I said, just send them to Willow. Everybody knows who she is, so it was like, yeah, we'll send it, no problem. So,
that's one of the good side benefits of what we do as well, of your own collections and all that. Like, if I don't know if it was as big in the US as it was with us, but the Asterix comics from back in the day, like they're so hard to find. So every time I look through kids' books and all that, like it's only happened about 4 or 5 times, but you just look through and there you go, you find one, and to buy them on eBay here in Australia, they're like, you know, minimum 10, but depending on the condition and all that, they can go quite high. So it's one of those things that I don't actively collect, but just when I'm looking, like, oh, there we go, I found another one today.
You'll be amazed. My comic book collection is right now standing is at 42,000 comic books.
Wow.
Oh, well, I've been collecting since I was 10.
That's a big collection.
Actually, my grandfather got me started. My grandfather used to work for Charleston Press. So I have the original comics that came off the line, never been touched by human hands. I mean, everybody there uses gloves when they used to pull it off. And I actually have the very first comic book that was done with the green and red vegetable ink. I have that in a safety deposit box. That was before they used actual color in the comics.
Yeah.
They were experimenting with the green and red vegetable ink. So, like, their faces are orange or their outfits are green or red. They kind of mix the colors together. It looks really funky, but I have one of the originals. And I have it put away.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yep. Even when I've needed money, I haven't had it in my heart to actually sell it. Because, you know, I know my grandfather, you know, printed it. I know he bagged it. I know he put it in a trunk for me, and when he died, he left it to me. So it's kind of hard to part with.
Yeah, it has sentimental value. So
yeah.
Oh,
I've been offered upwards of anywhere from 20 to 40,000 for it.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, I can't sell it. Everybody's comparing ages.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
And Josh says he's the baby of the group.
Just for tonight.
Just for the yeah.
Well, for tonight, I'm probably the oldest one here of our group. I'm 58. Here's
Jeez,
the
I'm older
baby.
than Louis. I had no
Ja-
idea.
Josh is the baby. He's
Yep.
he's probably the youngest of us all
Mm-hmm.
and the smartest.
No, not by. I've everybody goes, what's your your highest level of education? And I said sponge.
Yep.
And I started
Exactly.
just absorbing everything else around me.
Yep. You got to.
Like
I learned from the youngest child to the oldest man. I keep an eye on everything and try to learn something new.
Hey
what you want,
Josh,
Mateo?
Matt wants to know what he can buy from you.
I mean, if you're wearing a size 12,
Let me
Those are
put
nice.
come up.
There you go.
They're clean.
Those are nice.
Those are real nice.
Still got the stickers in the heel. So
Man, those look like your size, Matt.
Not my size. I only wear a
that's
size 10.
12. I also got some exclusive A6 Gel Light 3s. These are the Turtle Edition.
Oh, nice.
So they're all turtle green.
Man, they look awesome.
Last one sold out last year for $95. They've been sold out for the last, I think, 11 months.
Man, this is the first time I've actually seen one. I've only seen them in picture.
Yeah, see the turtle shell inside?
Yeah, you can see it. Yeah, that's
Yep.
awesome.
These are a size 11.
Nice.
Yep. I went through and tested all my combo units tonight. Finally, I had
Oh,
five.
you got around to it.
I had 5 of them.
Nice.
2 of them were bad. I'll sell them for parts. But 3 were good to go.
Matt says he's a size 9.5.
All right, I'll keep a lookout, man. I don't think you want these ladies' Merrills. I don't think you want them. Oh, do I have that Reno shirt in here?
Yeah, Matt's trying to find me a set of carving tools. Yeah, he said, he goes, what tools do you need? And I said, carving tools. I need micro carvers because I'm doing so much carving. I'm killing my blades.
Yeah, you gotta find some replacement blades, huh?
Yeah. Well, chisels don't. I mean, I don't sharpen them that often. I wait till they really start chipping the wood instead of cutting it.
Yeah.
Here's the ones I was telling Matt about earlier. This thing's just so clean, man.
Oh, Reno, Nevada.
Uh-huh. And all like the print on it has like a sheen. The print's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, single stitch.
Single stitch, yep.
Yep. On the Fruit of the Loon tag. And then this thing, it's a smaller size, but man, this thing is beautiful.
Hard Rock Cafe.
Yep. It's one from out here from LA.
Los Angeles on the Made in USA jerseys tag. And then just because it's old and controversial, another Made in USA tag.
The Washington Redskins.
Yeah. It's a size medium. So there's a couple pickups I got. But yeah, man, I mean, I can't hook up too many people with shirts, man. I got a shirt guy and he knows I'm a shoe guy. So usually whenever I find shirts, I just, I work a deal with him.
Yep.
But he called me today. I was working on the newest video, Luis. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I don't want to say nothing because I don't want to spoil it.
Well, I was going and getting some stuff for that, and then he calls me up. He goes, "Hey, I'm at this yard sale. All right, do you want these Sam Smiths, they're in a box. I was like, what's the price? I was like, nah, I'll pass. He goes, well, she's got a tub of 15 pair of used shoes. I was like, offer her $50. I said, but the highest I'll go is 65.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, just call me back. And that's what we do. If I find shirts,
Yeah.
I'll hit him up on Instagram. He's like, yep, grab them. He finds shoes. So I was like, name me 5 pair in there. He was like, there's 3 pair of Air Maxes, 1 pair of Hokas. And I was like, yeah, I'm sold. I'll take them.
That's the way you got to do it. And sometimes it's always good to have somebody like that. I have someone like that too.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it works out sometimes.
Cat D said Luis has inside info. No, guys, it's public knowledge. The video posted Thursday.
Yep, the video's up right now. You guys just need to go watch it in Josh's channel. It's up.
It's public knowledge.
Yep. Make sure you guys go check it out on his channel. He dropped the link of that video a little earlier. I'm sure he'll post it up again for you guys to go check it out.
Oh yeah. I'll do it real quick.
We have a new.
Whoa, mute.
Sneak preview. Ooh.
Yeah, that was getting close.
Yeah.
I was like, I had your live muted, not my other window.
Yeah. That's all good.
Yeah, Luis, what did you get listed today, man? Did you stay like in a certain area, or you just grabbed a bunch of stuff?
No, like I think I went through a bunch of older Ghostbusters action figures from 1984.
Nice.
I've been cleaning them up and listing them up on Mercari, and as I'm listing them, I've been selling them. So they don't last that long. I listed them, and then within a few hours, they all sold. Especially because they're the vintage ones from 1984, and it's the ones that have the Columbia pictures on the written on it too. So a lot of people are asking for those, and I still got a few more that I got to list up, but I'm cleaning them because they needed a good cleaning. So I clean them up and take some good pictures and put them up, and I had some pictures that I posted up too. So yeah, I'll tackle different things every day. I'll go action figures and shoes or shirts.
Hopefully you'll see. You'll be able to see this. This is what my buddy said. He's cleaning his closet out today.
All right, let me put you here.
You're good. All the original Dungeons and Dragons player guides.
Yep.
Oh,
I used to play that.
Oh no! Guess what? Here's my next tech. I will take it. Where you want me to meet you?
Nice, man. That's a good pickup right there.
Yep.
Wow, they look like they're in really good condition too.
Yeah, that's what I kept calling.
I've seen some that.
What's bad? Look in the top corner of this photo. Look at the toys that are sitting up there.
Oh man!
And I'm like, what's the time frame on this stuff? He goes, oh dude, I haven't touched this stuff since the 80s. And I was like,
oh,
you've gotta be kidding me, man.
Man, if you get an opportunity to get it, man, you should.
Oh, I told him. I said, if you're not done cleaning the attic out, I'll come help you. Like,
yeah, man.
I'll straight
and you'll bring your truck.
I was like, send me the address, man. I'm there.
Yeah.
Free rubbish removal.
Yep.
Yeah.
In a heartbeat.
That's the way to do it.
I was like, name your price. I'll be there.
Yeah, I'm trying to get my hands on the old TV series Batmobile. Because I actually have pictures of me in that actual original Batmobile from the TV series.
Oh, the TV series.
Oh, nice.
Yep. And I just something about it. I want to like take a picture, make the frame, and then underneath the frame put that actual either Matchbox, whatever scale, underneath it, and just like hanging on the wall.
Nice.
Yeah, I met the guy who built it, and he actually, it didn't drive at the time. It was, I don't know, having problems or something. They had to push it in the trailer, but he actually let me sit in it, and I had the phone up to my ear, the bat phone, and had all the lights going and the whole 9 yards. It was a lot of fun.
Nice.
But I've always been a Batman fan. Everybody goes Spider-Man, the Avengers. No, I'm a Batman fan all the way.
Oh, Russell, I just saw your I don't know the full extent of everything. He said he's pulling a bunch of stuff, putting it all together for me, so we'll try to see
Cool.
what respect his wishes before I start digging through his attic.
Yeah, definitely.
Mm.
Hello, Christy. Thanks for coming in.
Hi, Christy.
Russell says, "Is there a Dungeons and Dragons movie?"
Yeah. Like I'll ask him a little more tomorrow.
Yeah, it'll be awesome if you could pick up some of those older toys too. Like I said, once you're there and you
Yeah.
talk to him, maybe he'll say, "Yeah, go ahead." You know.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, look, I mean, he knows I do this, so he's like, yeah, if you're interested. And I was like, I'll be fair with him.
Yep.
Well, guys, I hate to be a party pooper, but it's 1:17 in the morning here. My body's starting to hurt. I'm ready to go to bed.
Nah, man, no problem, man. Appreciate you jumping on tonight.
Hey,
Yeah, man.
thank you for promoting my website. The business is going great.
And now I know your name is Peter.
Yep.
That is me.
Definitely. Make sure you drop that link one more time before you jump off, Pete.
I will. I'll go back into regular YouTube and I'll drop it in again.
Definitely.
A lot of the YouTubers have been very generous and have jumped on board and had me do their shirts, and some are doing. I have a request for possible coffee mugs. I think I don't remember who it is. She has a morning show.
Yeah, Victoria.
Yeah, Victoria's talking about having a mug made.
Oh, well, I'll definitely get some info from you, man. I'll be in touch because I'm getting ready to actually get some branding stuff done. So
whatever. All you gotta do is send us a logo or whatever. Or if you don't have anything and you want something designed, let us know. We won't print anything until you approve it.
Gotcha, man.
And then what we do is we usually print a sample and show it to you live. And if you like it, then we'll print whatever you want, whatever colors you want, what sizes you want. It's $20 a shirt.
Okay.
And all we ask is you cover the shipping, and then we can bang out as many shirts as you want, and we can have them to you depending on how large. Probably within 2 weeks to 3 weeks, we can have it all set for you and ready to go. And the shirt that we show you as your sample shirt, that's a freebie.
Gotcha.
I bought the shirts from Luis, so those are my sample shirts. He charged me a whole $1 a shirt. Can't beat that.
Nope.
Right.
My boy hooked me up.
Yeah, man. Anytime I can help anybody out, I'll do it.
So I make a sample shirt, and then you can use that as a giveaway or do whatever you want with it. Use it for a rag. Use it for a rag to polish the new truck.
I appreciate it, man.
Not a problem. I'll drop the link again. You guys have a great night.
All right.
Happy selling. Nice to meet you, Nate. I've never met you before, but it was very nice to meet you.
Good to meet you too.
All right.
All right.
All right. I gotta stop lifting shoes.
That's how I was earlier too.
I'm out of room.
Shoes.
Well, I just dropped a link for Josh just in case you hadn't seen it from last week. It's the drone footage that someone captured of the disc golf course here.
Oh yeah.
Yep. It should pop up right now.
So all 18 holes.
Wow.
I got featured on Disc Golf Course Review, and they picked hole 1 to what would people throw on it, sort of thing. It's like you picked the most boring hole on our course. Like it's challenging, but it's visually it's boring. It's like, really, that's the one you went with?
Yeah, we don't here in Virginia. Trying to think of which one we're the most well known for. Few decent ones in Virginia Beach. Sir Paul Macbeth just bought a house about an hour and 40 minutes from me. He's building a custom course now.
Oh, wow.
He's a former Cali guy.
Yep.
Luis.
He's from out here.
Southern Cal. Yep.
Yep.
He's trying to put disc golf on the map. He just went and bought a McLaren, so
Nice.
he's doing okay.
Yeah, because out here, I know a couple years back, they have the tournaments out here. There's a park called out here. It was called Whittier Narrows. It was in South El Monte, California. It's about 15, 20 minutes from downtown LA. And that place was pretty big. It was actually 2 parks, but they were across the street from each other. So they would start on one end on one park, and they would have to cross to the other side. And I remember that when they had the tournaments, and they used to have big turnouts for those. And I remember watching them when we used to drive by when I was younger.
Yeah.
And but then after a while, it just kind of stopped dying down a little bit, and then they opened up that new one in Pasadena, I believe. And that's where everybody started going. And then pretty much this one that was out here, no one came back to it, and everybody kept going to the newer, updated one.
Yeah. So, unless you can like hold down one of the big tour stops, it kind of happens that way.
Yeah.
Like I go down, except for this year, of course, but I go down to the United States Disc Golf Championship, USDGC, every year, and I want to say last year we probably had about 2,500 people there. I mean, it's a 4-day. For the first 2.5 days, you probably get about 500-600, but by the last 2, man, it's just
it's a lot of people.
The sport's growing, and they're doing nothing but selling food, merch, discs. I mean, it gets pretty fun.
Yep.
Well, I only ever played one course, and that was when I was introduced to it when I was in the US, and played one course. It's now defunct, and then a couple of years later, I thought, I wonder if this disc golf thing's in Australia, and then ended up being there were 2 courses near me. This is going back to 2010. So we went and played it with some really crappy discs the first time, and there was people finishing up on hole 9. Like there's a YouTube video of this course online where they're called the unputtable baskets. Like these things were absolutely shocking. And like the people walked off from hole 9. I thought, a lot of people must play it. Didn't see another person for 3 months.
Wow.
And then we ended up playing in the city one, which that's a course that just went out of the ground about a month ago now, because it sort of outgrew where it was. Like they kept putting in new apartment buildings in and green spaces and all that, so it got pushed out. But that's when I first started to actually, meet people, was after 3 months of, they all play at this course because it had the proper baskets compared to the unputtable baskets. But it's growing. They got an Aussie Disc Golf Day thing coming up at the end of the month, and they've got like, do you watch Smashbox at all, Josh? Or that's Kingsley. He's a very good friend of mine that was on there this week talking about the Australian Disc Golf Day.
Oh, nice. And
they've got he's the main photographer for Australian Disc Golf, so I had him out here. We hosted the state championships, and I paid to get him flown out here to take a whole bunch of awesome photos for the course and all that. And they've got a big day coming up where it's like probably close to 600 players all around Australia, because we had to cancel our national championships this year.
Right.
So they're sort of doing like a virtual day.
Well, the good thing is, I don't want to keep on this subject because the resellers will get bored, but disc golf is a sport because it is sometimes like a few of your friends, or just a good sport to go out and do yourself. Because of all the YouTube content this year, it's grown tremendously. There's a small company, Foundation Disc Golf, that Paul's now partnered with. They're here in Virginia, and these guys, their YouTube channel has gone from 12,000 subs to 57,000 subs in the last 6 months. And it's just disc golf, just the term disc golf is one of the top trending search engines right now, because people have learned to watch it too. They're sitting at home, they've heard about it. It's growing quite big, and it's easy. It's pretty cheap to go out and try and learn. It really is.
Yeah, that's when I a couple of my videos I did about it, but people had been sort of screaming out to me to bring my disc up to the big city because they there weren't any discs available and all that. So finally, okay, well, I went to one on a different town on the Saturday and then went to Brisbane on the Sunday. And, so I did a video packing up all the discs and all that and, showing the side hustle and all that, like I called it the video, and that had the most hits and all that. I think that was, I think I sold about, $4,500 to $5,000 worth of discs.
Yeah.
In those 2 days, which far eclipsed, like I've sold at Australian Championships where I maybe made, $500 to $1,000.
Right.
But just people there's a few new courses up there, whole new crowd and all that, and so they all want discs, but none of them want to drive down to hit this course. They can buy discs in person here, and they can play one of the, like we're rated probably around 5 or 6 in the country for the best course, but all of a sudden just no one wants to take the drive down here. 2.5 hours is too far, so it's been pretty much a year and a half since anyone played at all. Like, it's insane.
Wow. Well, if I can get my butt over there, sign me up, man.
Yeah, they got some new courses there. They've got other events. They got different league days and all that. So we filled a niche for a while there, but now it's like, and locally we tried, and every time we'd go somewhere and say, oh yeah, we're building the disc golf course in town and all that. Oh, we've never heard of that. It's like, well, we've been on TV, we've been in the newspaper, we've been at the markets, we've been at every sports meeting. Like we did so much to try and establish it, and each time people were like, oh, I've never heard of it. And then but just like, have you heard of the sport pickleball? Yeah. They put a course, not a course, a court in our city near the railway line, and we went to a meeting about sports, and I said, well, like there's a sports foundation there that they only focus on the main top sports and all that. And I said, well, you got to look after the sports that are actually in your town that have really good facilities, like us in the pickleball. And everyone in this meeting that were meeting about sports, they had not even heard of pickleball and didn't even know that we had a court in our own town. And it's a town of like 5,000 people. And they're like, there's a pickleball court here. And it's like, it's just up the freaking road. You got to walk to it from where we were. And this is like, oh, so it's just, it's a really tough nut to crack. And we've got our own mountain in the backyard, which if anyone follows that video through and has a look around, we've got a unique view. Like there's a mountain right near our town called Mount Marley that everyone drives up there and has a look as tourists to look over at the whole town. Our mountain has a view of Mount Marley and the city. So we're sort of that above and behind it. So we sort of can look down upon where everyone else goes. And that's, one of our, I think it's hole 12. So that's, you're about 2/3 of the way through and you get to this epic view. And then, you think you're as far away from the house and all that you can be, but within 6 holes, you're back at the house. So it's, it's a quick trip back. It takes you, we actually have one hole, I think it's around hole 8. We call it the swerve because there's a hole that's a big giant dog leg that goes up half the mountain. So people think, oh, here we go. We're going to finally climb the mountain. And the next hole, you go straight back down to the bottom again. Yeah. So it's a bit of a fun play on that it's like, oh, we're finally going to get to the view. Oh, no, you're throwing down there now. So we sort of had a little bit of fun with the design and doing things like that. And, just some unique features and all that. But you can't go too far because then it starts becoming like putt-putt golf or mini golf, as you guys call it. Like you can have fun elements to it, but it's still got to be within reason. Have we killed them all? No, there's still 15 people here.
Well, now, I know they were asking what time it was where you're at, Nate.
Yeah.
It's 4:30 p.m. right now, so about the time that my wife's due home from work. And we'll be wondering.
Karanini was asking about a channel. And no, I have not heard of it. So I was actually going to jot that down. Homesteading on the Grid.
Yeah, it's right here. I'll post it up. There you go.
In Virginia.
We've got one crazy. Someone asked about the half-hour time zone, and that was that's South Australia. They're in their own little weird one. So they're like, I think at the moment they're half hour ahead of us, I think. Or sometimes they're half hour behind us because my state doesn't do daylight savings, unlike New South Wales and Victoria.
Yeah, I usually travel down to my my buddy's place in Honduras, and they don't do daylight savings.
Yep.
So I have to get used to, like, they go to bed at like 6 p.m. because it gets dark. And I'm like, no, this is foreign to me. And they're like, well, you have to get up at 4 a.m. because that's your time, because that's what time the sun comes up. We don't adhere to your daylight savings time. And I go,
Oh man.
yeah, it's a different
Yeah,
world.
we had a 3-day holiday in Melbourne, and yeah, it was middle of summer and all that. And by the end of the day, we were like, "Can the sun go down, please?" Being so far south, but then daylight savings as well. It was like, just felt, it was like 9 o'clock at night, and it's like, for God's sakes, can it? Then it just never, it wouldn't go down, and it just was so hot, and it was like, oh. That's where Thailand was the problem too. That Thailand, the sun would go down, but it would only drop 1 degree. So you think, oh yeah, it's the cool of the evening and all that. No, that doesn't exist in Thailand. It just it stays warm. It's like it baffles you when you're so used to living in places where you're like living almost in the desert, but the sun goes down, it drops 10 degrees. So then for it to be equally as hot, it sort of does your head in of this is not right.
Yep.
I can hear the dogs barking.
My time in Jamaica, I learned they're so used to the humidity, 97 to 110. If it hits 70 degrees, they're out of school. It's abnormal conditions for them. Like they literally think it's like they're freezing to death.
Oh, man.
So we find it funny when they'll do reports in the UK when it's heat waves there, and you think, oh, those poor bastards and all that. Then you find out it's like 32 degrees.
Yeah.
Yep.
For in Celsius, which I don't know what that is, like 80s, in the 80s, I think.
32
degrees.
Yep.
But that's when they're all like, their elderly are dying in the streets and all that because of how hot it is.
Hey Matt, how you doing, buddy?
What's going on?
What up, Mateo?
What's going on, Nate? Nice to meet you, man.
Good to meet you too.
How we doing?
He's looking very Nico-like there, Josh.
Yes, he is. Good old LaCastro.
It's cold here.
He was my travel buddy, Nico LaCastro. He's for someone who travels the world quite a lot. You have to remember that he's like 20 years our junior or 15 years our junior. So we'd been there for 2 months, and we check in at the airport in Thailand, and we've got, we're literally like 100 grams under the weight of what our bag should be. We'd done it all perfectly, had all our paperwork and all that, and here he is with bags everywhere and pulling out all his paperwork and all that. And it's like, dude, you've been here 10 days. Like, it's like, oh yeah, that's right.
I've been to Thailand too. That actually happened to me. They like picked me out of the line. I had to go in the back, and they went through my bag. They're ripping stuff all through my bag, and then I'm having to like shove it back in there. It was bad.
Oh, but they questioned. I was bringing a number of discs over to sell, and they sort of questioned why I had so many, and it was like, they're gifts to the people we're visiting, and all that. So
no, Jamaica's, predominantly, predominantly black there. So it's weird when you're a white male. They let you pass every line. They're like, "Thank you so much for being here," because they look at every single, Caucasian person as like bringing money in. Except they'll count your bags, and they try to up tax on your bags.
Oh man,
it's like Thailand.
We had a few black people with us going on the trip. Oh, they pulled them to the side, ripped their bags apart. And I go, well, why? Like, why? And they said because a lot of Jamaican nationalists go to the U.S., buy stuff like cell phones, nice like digital cameras and stuff.
Uh-huh.
So a used, let's say an iPhone 4, okay? You might be able to resell that for like $250, maybe. That phone still goes for $1,300 over there. So those guys will come over here and buy used phones all day long and just hawk them back over there. So they smuggle a lot of electronics that they can't get their hands on. So Like that new phone.
One of them new phones, those flip phones.
Yeah, man.
I picked two of these up at hang on. Yeah. Now I picked two of these up at an estate sale. They came with chargers and everything.
Oh, nice.
This one right here just sold like 2 days ago for $120.
Yeah, I was gonna say the person you were talking to was Matt, part-time pickers. That's something that he would have done.
I can't get the chargers to work. I don't know if the batteries are just completely dead or it's the chargers, but I got the bases for both of them, cords, a car charger too. So this one, the comps are all over the place, like 60 to 12. But this one, the only one I saw was like $100 something bucks, $130.
Nice.
Micro TL. But I might need this to actually get some work done versus my iPhone. Because I don't think this gets YouTube.
No, I don't think it does much else than maybe make a connecting call for 4 minutes.
I know, right?
Until the battery dies, right?
Battery, or if you move your head the wrong way and lose signal.
Yeah.
Well,
you need the backpack battery for it.
Yeah.
Right. So I picked up this frog at the same estate sale. It's like a paperweight.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's like cast iron.
Yeah. My grandma had one of those.
It's brass, but it's got that.
Whoa.
Oh.
All right, so hers didn't have that.
So I forget. This other person was telling me about, because I had frogs in my front yard, like the old porcelain frogs. They're like a lot of yard decorations.
Yeah.
And I was showing them to her, and she's like, "Oh, you always look for anatomically ones." And I'm like, "What is that?" And she's like, "Ones that have private parts." So I saw this, and I'm like, "Oh, I gotta get it." I think it was like $3.
Nice.
The comps I found are crazy on that. The person was into them because they had this one too. So keep your eye out for that.
Yeah.
That's it.
All right, Cat D, have a good night. Thanks for coming in.
You learn something new every day in this trade.
Yeah, for sure. Like
Definitely.
Josh said, it's like I'm like, yeah, man. Anything I can learn and soak up, like,
Yeah.
I want to know what's going on.
And you can learn from anyone. That's the beauty of with YouTube and all that. There doesn't have to be someone with 100,000 subscribers. It can be like, there's one channel I watch, Loot Fam, and he's like really, really good with the Levi jeans and all that, and does tutorials on everything about them and the different tags and the different everything to do, like to identify them just from the buttons and things like that. So, and he's got like just over 100 subs, but it's, you know, awesome knowledge. And people in these newer channels that have got a massive following out of nowhere, people will be like in their chats, like just asking them 1,000 questions and all that. And it's like, go to a smaller channel, they'll love the attention, and odds are they'll probably know just as much. But no, they want to get, the famous person. They want to talk with them. Like, that's exciting to, talk to those guys. It's like, if you're after knowledge, go to, like, I know there's, I can't remember his name right now, but he's got I think it's 3,000 followers and all that. But this guy, he's literally been on eBay since the start. Like, I was watching a live chat with him, and he, when he first joined eBay, his username was Toys. So, and like, yeah, like his videos are a bit average, and that's probably why he doesn't get many followers and all that. But in terms of knowledge, if you're going to ask someone, like, he's the guy to ask, because he's been there from day one.
I bet he could eBay that eBay name.
Yeah, for sure. I think he's got different ones now, so I don't know whether they pulled it back and said, no, we can't have people owning a category like that.
For sure.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name. I'm doing it pro style here. I've actually got two. I've got a phone that I'm on, and then a phone that I've got for the chat and that in front of me.
Ooh, man.
Makes it a lot easier.
Yep.
When I first started jumping on lives too, that was me. Like, I was on my iPad, and you can't really see the chat. If you go over to the chat, then it like logs you off, and it was a disaster. But you get the hang of it.
Yep.
Man, I just found another stinking DVD combo unit. I was looking for something else.
Came across another one.
I bought batteries for it's a refrigerator. It checks the refrigerant.
Yeah.
So that's, oh, I don't know if you can see it.
You see?
That's Loot Fam. That's the guys that do the Levi jeans and all that there.
Loot Fam.
I've seen some of them. There's another dude I follow, Drew Heifetz, and he's mentioned them too. I'm in San Francisco, Nate, so like Levi's are like everywhere. Like there's a Goodwill by me, and it's like I don't know if they have like some sort of contract with Levi's or something, but you go in there and it's just hundreds of Levi's. Like I have every time I see like a new cut or a style that's like a design one, I pick it up just for hopefully later down the road. You know, it's like these jeans and they're always like written on with Sharpies and not fully hemmed. So I pick up all that stuff.
That's like, yeah, there's a small time clothing label. It's very expensive in a town about 2 hours west of us. So every time we go to the op shops there, we always pick up a whole bunch of their stock because they're seconds, or people wear them in town as well and then get rid of them and all that. So being in that town, I think we talked about this last week of like sourcing stuff from it might be prevalent in one area and not in another. So just because where you live, you see a whole lot of something doesn't mean that it's has no value. It's just that it happens to be, that there's one guy I was talking to that it was these Willie Nelson tour shirts, and he picked up like I think he picked up 50. Was it Louis that did that?
Yeah, it was Louis.
Yeah, he picked up all these shirts that it was from one of the cancelled tours from this year, and it just happened to be that because the first stop of the tour was in his town, that all these shirts were dumped there. So just because you see 50 or something, you don't think, oh, they must be everywhere. So you got to think, oh, maybe this is just, because it happens to be here.
Yep.
So like with you having Levi's right near you, and like there's, I think I said last week with sports brands, you always just like sports franchises. So just because there's thousands of 49ers stuff in your hometown doesn't mean that people in other towns are trying it.
All up. I pick up every 49er gear that's out there.
Because you're selling worldwide. So just because it's all you see doesn't mean grab it every time, because the stadium giveaways as well, like people don't get to see them outside of the city, and those special, like I lived in a town that had Australia's most popular selling spirit. So I got my hands on a lot of factory stuff and things like that, because the factory workers would wear them and then throw them into a charity bin, so they end up in the charity shops there. But then the collectors go nuts for them because it's one of the workers, a bit like you had something from the Jack Daniel's distillery that one of the workers wore, or things like that. So just always think about, okay, what's in my area that other people might be interested in outside of my area. Like I grab small town football jerseys. So just the local teams and all that, like your high school teams or your college team. Like I think college is probably too big anyway over there that everyone knows them. But your local high school football teams, like people go nuts for them probably on the other side of the country, especially if they've ever had, a star player that's come out of that high school. It's like, okay, there we go.
Yep.
Definitely.
It's stuff that you see all the time.
Yeah. I usually pick that stuff up. I got a good eye for like vintage. So especially if it's vintage and it's like high school around me. I just got a Saratoga. That jacket right there is a vintage satin high school jacket. So anything like that, like I'm picking up. But Perlini is saying the Goodwill in San Francisco is terrible. That is the worst Goodwill I've ever been to. You have to go to Salvation Army on it's Geary and like 11th. That Salvation Army is really good. I was just there. And next time you're there, don't go to that Goodwill. It's like some Goodwills are so overpriced, it's insane.
Yep.
I saw a Tommy Bahama shirt and it was like $27 in Goodwill.
Wow, at a Goodwill.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's one thing I've been tempted to do as a channel, or even if as like a different series of like once I'm fully on eBay and have no restrictions and all that, I'd like being in, like I'm in a town of 5,000 people. So I've got 3 op shops, Facebook Marketplace, markets once a month, garage sales and all that, to just 100% restrict yourself to say, no, I'm not going to travel. I'm going to just exist within this bubble and show you that even if you're in a small town, you can source enough to make money. Like the temptation to go to other places would be very high, obviously, and you could even sell that stuff separately on a different eBay, what do you call it, account. But it'd be interesting just to show people that they seem to think that you have to live in a spot that has 50 Goodwills at your disposal and the bins and all this and all that. But for me, like I can just go to the mail and go to my local store and spend $50, easily, just going between the 3 stores every couple of days. So if you sort of exhaust everything you can in a small town, because that's like we go to the bigger cities, and I hate thrifting in the bigger cities now because there's so much competition.
Yeah,
like, you don't get those gems. Whereas we went to that place that has the clothing label out west. They have a church shop there that only opens up twice a week, and we went specifically there one of the days because everyone kept saying that's the best shop. That's the best shop. And every item there for clothing was $2 or less. So we dropped $200 easily. And like I found, stuff from the 80s and 90s and football jerseys and this and that. And it was like, yep, that's why this is known as the popular one. So it's you could live in one of these small towns, and if you hustle and look for everything you can, you don't have to, have these big giant warehouses available. I think from the people I know that live in the bigger cities and all that, it's almost you can't see the forest for the trees. Like, there's just so much out there that you don't know exactly what to pick and all that. And whereas for me, like I can go through the 3 stores here and be very methodical and try, every item that I can make a buck out of. Basically, like you're really focusing on every single category and learning constantly. Whereas you got those bin stores with stuff, brand new stuff piled high. It's it's easier, but you're not learning as much.
Yep.
So true.
Yeah, it is.
I was gonna say because I don't know if any of you guys know RVA Flips, Justin.
Yeah,
So,
I've seen some of
he's got a pretty big channel. He's 20 minutes north of me.
Nice.
And that's Richmond, Virginia. That's our capital. I don't. Well, I don't say never. I rarely stop in Richmond to do any thrifting. I stay 25, 30 minutes on all the outskirt towns. Because you should know that's where all the people they're living there, working in the city. Duh, that's the first thing. But like Nate, totally agree with you. My best finds are in the smallest towns, sometimes even an hour outside of a major city. Nobody's doing anything. And every time I do go to Richmond, I'm waiting in a line of 60 people to get to bins, or Justin dropped a video showing this one neighborhood that did a community sale. Guess what? Everybody's there the next day. It's just, I'm like, let them all go fight over scraps in the city,
That's what our channel was always designed to be, but then my wife went and got a job, so it's less of that. But it was the whole idea was that we were going to travel around in our camper van and hit up these small outback towns where there might be 1 or 2. We had a holiday, which I'm still editing together a lot of the footage for the different days and all that. And we went to this one little town that had one op shop and all that, but it hadn't opened yet. So we're walking down the street and there was like this secondhand store that wasn't open yet, but we thought we'd go down and look in the windows, and next to it was an op shop that wasn't even on the maps. So it was like, there we go. Like you never know. Like it was just a completely by luck that we saw it and ended up spending, we didn't spend too much there, but it was just a fun little stop, and then waited for the bigger op shop to open. But like after that holiday, we sort of went to, it was one town that was in the middle of about 4 others that had, so it had about 5 in that town. There's about 10 in the big city over, and 2 in the one up north sort of thing. And then we went to a town called Nimbin for the markets there, which Nimbin is the marijuana capital of Australia. It's where all the hippies go to hang out and smoke dope and all of that. And it's just up from Byron Bay, which is sort of known as being, the hippies and all that hang out there. So, but then, like going to these cities that had 10, like we found some stuff, but but it's a lot more fun. There's a town 50 minutes west of us called Texas, and they have 2 op shops there. And I find stuff every time I go there because it's like I think 500 people and 1 op shop in the town.
I think Luis has talked about it too. So for me, like I'm in a big city, but I avoid like the bins and like there's certain Goodwills. Like if I'm there, I'll run in really quick and just take a quick peek if there's any like anything major. Other than that, I'm not sitting there.
Oh, that's sports stuff. It stands out on a rack. So if you're into selling sports jerseys and things like that, you can always do that quick. Just look for anything that pops.
I'm such a cheapo too. Like unless it's like a major grail, like if I see a jersey that's worth $40 and you want $17 for it, like I'm leaving it.
Yeah.
I only want to pay $2-3 for a jersey.
Yeah.
So I've found like a couple small thrift stores around me. Even though I'm in a big city, there's still smaller stores and like certain stores I'll go to. There's a Salvation Army that's kind of close to me, and like they know me there. The workers know me. Like they'll even say like, "Oh, we put some stuff over there in like that corner." Like so.
Yeah, I've got a few that are starting to do that now. They know me for
I'm in there enough, and like it's not like crazy lines crowded. Like I'm sure there's grails at the bins, but like you're there for 6 hours digging through the bins to find that. I'm just gonna take these $50 items and I'll just get these for $1.50.
And all the big stores are filled with dozens of people that watch Rally Routes. They all know single stitch. They all know band shirts.
Right.
They all know that. So that's who you're fighting with. Whereas some of the shops I go to and find stuff, and it's like you just know that no reseller's been here.
Yep.
Like,
you have to explain to them what YouTube is.
I know, right?
Like, you mean you watch videos on your phone?
Yeah. I'll have the GoPro on and say, "Oh, I'm actually recording for YouTube right now." It's like,
I had
some people notice it right away, and other people they don't even see it, and they're like, a
lady swore up and down that I was wearing a body cam and that I was looking for crime, and I was like, no.
I'm just filming me looking through your t-shirt rack.
Good news about the combo unit.
It works?
Yeah, because I plugged it in and I got a free VHS and a free DVD.
Oh, nice.
They were both still in there.
Hey, you gotta love when you get those in there.
Oh,
that's
like a good sign.
That's like a blockbuster deal. You get a free bag of popcorn too.
Yeah,
on your fifth rental.
There you go.
I found it was those old CD players that you have 25 CDs that you could stack in them.
Yeah.
I found one of those that someone must have moved it, and then they thought, "Oh, well, I've emptied it out." So then they put it into the charity thing, and then you open it up, and all the discs had all fallen down.
Yeah.
So it had like 25 CDs all like just randomly piled up in the back of it that they didn't even notice that were in there.
Yeah, and this was a good one. I missed it earlier. This is the Toshiba DVD RW. So it's the DVD recorder and recorder.
Nice.
That's the best of every world there. That's
I know, and I was like, I had a box of hats sitting on top of it.
That's what I've got behind me, isn't it? I've got some DVD, VHS. Still got a list though. I was at an op shop and my car was getting fixed, and I thought, I'll make a video while I'm out. So I had the GoPro and I filmed everything, and then sat there at the end and edited it all together while I thought, I'll make a video while I'm waiting. And I went to one of the stores, and the lady just literally puts them down in front of me, like just boom, boom, 2 VHSs right in front of me. And it was like, $5 each. So I was like, I'll take a gamble on those. Remembering that I wasn't with my car. So I had to then carry them down the road to my car.
To wherever the car was, I
always joke at the stores and all that. It's always the way you find the most stuff and the best stuff, the furthest you park away.
Yep. Oh man, I've started so many like superstitious things now when I go to thrift stores. So my new thing is I won't turn the camera on until I see the first item.
Yep.
So that's and then I stopped taking my IKEA bag in.
Okay.
So when I stopped taking my IKEA bag, I started filling it in the cart because then I get mad, but then I'm happy at the same time. I'm like, dang, I wish I had my IKEA bag because I have to haul all that stuff out of there. But I've learned, like, I think there's certain tips and tricks where you'll focus on the items better when you're not like thinking about recording or I've been so mad when I leave with an empty, IKEA bag. I'm like, I brought this thing in and laid it all out nice in the basket for nothing. Like, way to go.
Yeah.
So it's like when I go in there and concentrate on sourcing, it works out
before
better.
you go out, always empty your SD card as best you can, like if you've got a GoPro on that, and just record pretty much everything. Because if you're sitting there constantly worried about, do I record this bit, do I record that? No, just record pretty much everything and then edit it out later.
I get so excited that I don't even record.
Matt just runs in there and just starts going through everything.
That's why I started just recording that stuff on my phone.
Yeah, so I definitely have a lot of footage on my phone.
I'll see a pile of stuff and then I go grab it and then I pause and I'm like, wait, guys, look what I just found. Even if it's only like a 30-second clip, I'll edit it in with other footage.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I can't forget this moment,
Yeah.
Well, that was when I was at the hardware store the other day and found the bike rack thing that I was packaging up earlier. I thought, no, I'm going to film this and sort of show it. And then, they were $1.50 and I bought 5 of them. And so I thought, I'll just film this all in that. And now I can, when I edit it all together, I can, one of them's already sold for $40. So
nice.
Yeah, and that's the beauty of these phones. That's why I upgraded my phone, especially for, I think my previous phone was only like a 40 gigabyte one. And I realized very quickly that for editing and all that, it was just useless. Yeah. So I upgraded to one that's like, the 500 gigs. So then you're constantly, and I've got like a 1 terabyte card in there as well.
Yeah.
But just any chance you get, like it's just as good a quality, if not better than your GoPro. And you can just quickly film for 30 seconds, a minute, and then you've got a little snippet that you can add in somewhere in the video and all that. Like even pickups, like if I do a pickup on Facebook Marketplace, I'll put it back in the car and all that, then I'll just quickly show everything at the moment. Because it's one thing to say, hey, look, here's all these bags I got to pick them up. But just for people to see in the moment, for you to say, yep, I'll just walk back to my car. This is all the stuff that I've got. And then you can go through it another time. But people like that in the moment of actually seeing. My wife's just sending me a message with a question mark. So she's outside looking for me right now. So I might go, guys.
Good talking.
It's been hard.
All right,
must be looking for me. Yeah, you can see all the.
Yep.
There she is.
Yep.
It's not working very well.
Yep.
Question mark.
The next one's a long paragraph, so you better.
I know, you better go, Nate. I want to get
There's about 6 messages I haven't answered. Thanks for having me again, guys.
Right on. Nice to meet you, man.
Let me know what you think of the course, Josh, when you have a look through the video.
Will do, man.
Yeah, thanks for jumping on.
Yeah. I thought it was funny when I realized that later. I was like, the whole time I was talking to him, and I had a bloody disc graft right on my
Yeah.
I know. I'm so oblivious. I'm a hat guy, but I don't pay attention.
This is the Ace race, I think, from maybe last year.
Yeah.
Okay, see you.
All right, Nate. Have a good one, buddy.
That's so funny, Josh. You're talking about like your superstitions, dude, and I'm like the same way. Like when I tell myself, like, "All right, you're just gonna run in there really quick," like there's probably gonna be nothing in there. So I like have trained myself to tell myself that, and then I usually score. And like,
me too.
I was thrifting on somebody's live. I was in a Salvation Army on somebody's live, and like, I can just run my fingers over like the hangers and kind of see, you know what I mean, what I want to push and look at. So like when I get to something, I'm like, I like throw it open, like, all right, you're the winner, like you're the winner. Like,
yeah, we have another like pretty decent chain. I know they're not global. They're called a CHKD. They're big on like our coastal area in Virginia. Well, some of them have gotten over this way. So there's one 15 minutes from my house. And the way they've designed their store works perfect for me. I do the same thing. I was like, Josh, you're not interested in anything in the middle of the store. Just do the big U. All the big U is they have a shoe wall, hard goods across the back, DVDs, electronics, toys.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, just do it. And just do the big walk by and be in and out in 5 minutes unless something makes you stop. If it makes you stop, now you're going to go through the whole store.
Through the whole store, yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Because otherwise, I haven't found decent stuff, and it's mostly clothes in the middle. And I know a lot of like my t-shirt guy goes there, so I try not to interfere with that anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll go through, and I'll find like 2-3 good pair of shoes, or they do the same thing. They push out a giant bin of shoes, and I love it. When I still see stuff hanging over the top, I'm like, nobody's been through it. I'm like, it's time to go digging. And I'll do the same thing with toys. They do a lot when they get a bunch of small toys. They'll bag them up together. I got, 82 WWE wrestling figures from 1990 to 2011. 80 of them for $30.
Yeah.
Just in one giant bag.
Yeah.
I was just like, so I look for that stuff because they'll drop it right in the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Just right against the wall. And you're like, and thank you, scoop.
Do you have any eco thrifts by you, Luis?
Nah, not the eco thrifts.
So
We don't got those out here.
Our eco thrift does that, where they just put shit in a bag and then they throw a label on it. So I've come up on so many like plush lots where it's like the old vintage Mickey Mouse plush, and it's just like 15 plush stuffed in a bag, like $4.99. And
I'm glad to hear you say you have an eco thrift, because I was beginning to think Matt just started that store just so he could film himself in it, and that's his full-time job.
We actually probably go to the same one. So there's one, it's across the bay from me, but it's like 25 minutes from me. If I'm on that side and I'm over there, I'm stopping there for sure. And then there's one in Vallejo, which is like 40 minutes from me. But I mean, the Bay Area is like one big circle, so there's crazy.
I always see it, and I'm like, yeah, he's stocking that place, man. He's finding that good stuff. I'm like, he owns it.
It's crazy.
It's kind of like Pawn Stars, where you think it's a real show, but like they show up in a limo. They like let certain extras in so they can film. I'm like, yeah, he owns that store.
It's crazy, man. I don't know about by you, but like our thrift stores, so like Eco Thrift or like Salvation Armies by us, like the stores are always full and people are always buying, but I feel like more people are donating. Like the parking lot is full from people donating than people shopping in there.
Well, my shoes have slowed down, and sadly, our Goodwills are starting to catch on. So I'm getting a lot more of my shoes are comping at $25, $35, $40. And so like I've slowed down on shoes. But I know of 2 Goodwills where they're about volume push instead of price push. And you know them little 3-tier rollout carts that they're always bringing stuff up? They pump out like 15 of those things an hour, and they're just pushing them out, and they're just letting people dig through them. And the stuff is priced so dirt cheap, man.
What's up, Lee?
Hey, Lee, how you doing?
But it's because they get a lot of volume of donations.
Right.
Yeah.
See, I don't know how Goodwill. I haven't really figured out like their business thing. So our Goodwills will have a donation spot, but it's usually smaller. And then they'll have like different donation bins, placed randomly where there's not a store. And I know we have a huge warehouse where a lot of their
so Goodwill, I've learned now that I've traveled across a few states, and even in my state, they can run a totally different, almost like a franchise system based on their region. So I'm near the coastline in Virginia. I went to the mountains. Like, I have a little punch card that I'm used to and stuff. They were like, yeah, we don't honor that here. But I was finding LL Bean jackets for $2.
Yeah.
Right? An LL Bean jacket down in my way is $10, $15.
Oh, okay.
And then I asked them, I said, what is it? And they're like, oh, that's a different district from us. So then when I went to Florida, I was like, okay, Tampa, Goodwill, elaborate store. It says Goodwill retail, real big on the side. I walk in. It's 90% new inventory, like a truck delivered inventory, not donated inventory.
Mhm.
It was shelves and shelves and shelves of
And then a couple.
skewed items, UPC codes on it, and I was like, "Where's all the donations?" And they're like, "Oh, it's in that little section."
Mm.
They had very little donated goods. They had a lot of retail goods, and I was like, "This looks like a Big Lots or something." I was like, but totally different district, totally different region. So it can kind of be independent, but you'll see most of them in the area, they'll run kind of the same, but just go like an hour or so away, it could be a totally different setup.
Yeah.
Sure. I definitely have noticed that because when I'm on my way like up north, I'll stop. There's a Goodwill in Tracy that I go to, and it's completely different. Like the store is a disaster, but like there's always crazy finds in there. Like you're talking about, like whether it be kids Jordans or vintage shirts or jackets, like it's always there, and it's all priced at $3.99, $4.99.
Yep.
There's nobody in the back saying, "Oh, look at these Asics. Let's put these at $22.99."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So some of them have been catching on. The other ones, they're just like, we're a donation site and we sell stuff. Like, just move it, just move it.
Yeah.
Crazy. I feel I'm not too thrilled with Goodwill and their whole thing. A lot of these places, like I'd rather support a smaller thrift store because you're getting these things for free. You're a nonprofit. You don't pay a lot of taxes. You don't do any of that. You pay your employees crap, and now you're going to charge me $30 for a pair of shoes.
Yeah.
Crazy.
True. That's true.
Got any good scores this week, Luis?
I'm gonna hit up the thrift store tomorrow. I mean, it's supposed to rain down here tomorrow, so
Really?
yeah, that's what I was. That's what they're saying, but we'll see. You know, but still, I'm still gonna go out and hit up a couple of thrift stores and stock up on some more stuff.
You're not big on estate sales, huh?
They haven't really been having them out here. They've been doing that virtual thing online. Yeah, but they've been like selling a lot of stuff like way too expensive.
Oh yeah. Oh well, that's because people have been buying it, man.
Yep.
All my old auction houses, they're online exclusive now.
Yep. Exactly.
I've still found some good deals on. So when I go to like estatesales.net, it'll link me to like a third party website, and there's like 3 or 4 of them here in the Bay Area where they host their own auctions, and it's literally estate sale companies that have just transitioned online, and they're putting these crazy huge lots together.
Yeah.
And they're taking 4 pictures of 150 items. You can't really see all the items.
Yeah.
No, dude, ours, they're listing it online. I've been to some auctions where it's like can of peanuts starting bid $5. I'm like, and then right next to it will be like this brush for $5 more. I was like, I might have bought it if you thrown all the stuff in a box together.
Yeah.
So when I say that, like that's probably like 1 out of 4 of them, but a lot of them are like that.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of these companies are like, whoever is in charge or whatever is just picking what items they think are good, and the rest of them are going to donation.
Yep.
It's crazy.
Well, the lady that ran the auction house that I go to, I mean, I still get good stuff there. I have to pay up on a few things, so I really only buy like high comp items there now, because I'll usually run people off just because they don't want to spend a lot of money.
Yep.
But she told me, she said, "Yeah, we're not going back to being an auction house anymore." She said, "We've done so well with." And they use high bid. They drop all the photos on Monday. They close bidding on Thursday, and they make you come pick it up Friday and Saturday. That's it. That's all they do every week now.
It's crazy.
Yep.
And I was like, I get it. I mean, y'all are making your money too.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't see what this is gonna do for like commercial real estate warehouses. You know, all things like this, places where these companies usually work, storefronts like that. Like, I don't know if it'll ever go back, because there are businesses that have fallen and aren't going to come back, but these other businesses that have found a way to get online, they're doing better than they were doing and they're not paying any rent, any storefront, anything like that. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
I hear you, man.
I'll take a warehouse though, so hopefully one gets closed down, I can get it cheap.
Yeah, get it cheap, huh? That's true.
That is so true.
So, have you been looking on estatesales.net or .org, Luis?
Yeah, I've looked on there. Like I said, I checked one out last weekend, and it's just like Josh says. It's just the stuff was just priced ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
They're selling some a set of pots and pans, or I think there's 3 of them. They're asking $45 for all 3. It's like, oh man, I mean, I would understand if it was like a high end like Renaware or that kind of brand, but it was like a regular. Probably you could go get them for cheaper, brand new at Target.
Yeah.
And
so same for me. So, and it's like what you were saying, Matt. So you're saying you'll see 1 out of every 4 that looks like that.
Mm-hmm.
I find 1 out of every 5 that works like yours. Like I'll find one where it's like crappy photos, or they're like, get the whole closet.
Yep.
I show up and I'm number 47 in line, and I was an hour early.
That's happening to me too.
And so you're left with going to the other crappy ones, man. Like that's bad. There's more that are pricing high than ones that are just trying to move in a state.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, and everybody's out there. Like if there is a good one, people are there early. So Matt, Part-Time Pickers, put out a video of an estate sale, and I think he had went later in the day, but I showed up an hour early to sign up, and I was like 57 on the list, and I'm like, I'm out of here. I already had a couple other sales that I had marked, and I'm like, I'm gonna go hit these instead. And I never went back to that sale, but it was like completely packed, every single room just full of items, and he killed there, but the competition is crazy. It's crazy to me though, because that these houses are still there.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So what's happening to these items? Are they just all getting donated? Are they just sitting for a long time until the people figure out if they think it's over? I don't know what's going on, but I'm ready to start a clean out business.
I know, right?
Well, you laugh. Talk to me in 3 years. I've been talking to a guy. He's up in Boston. Dude, that's what he moved to, man. It's the best business model I've seen so far.
I know a guy who does clean outs and he did a little like trucking hauling, and the stuff he has just from doing clean outs that, you know what I mean? If somebody lost a relative and they were out of state and like they saw pictures of a house just crammed with stuff that looks junky, like just clean it out. And whoever's that clean out gets to keep everything. You get paid for doing all that. Like, it's crazy.
Yep.
And what? Yeah.
I'm not sure yet, Russell. I want to see if I can get those chargers working, because I think if I can get those phones working, if I can maybe jumpstart those batteries and I can get them to turn on, I'll probably put them on eBay.
Yep.
No, man, my buddy. So he's got 5 employees now, 24-foot box truck, and I think he said like a 12,000 square foot warehouse. So not real big. He said he pays 3 of the guys part-time pay, 2 of the guys full-time. 2 of the guys full-time run the warehouse. And they organize it into 3 venues. He sells like auction house auctions, eBay, and flea markets. He sends his part-time guys. They go pick up 3 buyout estates a month. That's all they do. They just go buy out an estate. They advertise it in an estate company. They'll say the estate company goes, yeah, family member passed away. They're like, cool. How about you don't even do the estate sale? I'll give you $3,000.
Right.
And they're like, give me 36 hours. We'll get everything cleaned out. They drop it all back at the warehouse. The 2 full-time guys split everything into those 3 piles. Or the 4th pile is like trash, donate.
Yeah.
But they split the other ones just into those 3 piles. I was like, holy cow.
We're not only talking about items, like a lot of these people who are big time like collectors or hoarders or whatever you want to call them, like there's money in there, there's coins, there's items that they didn't even remember they had, they didn't even
Yep.
think it was worth anything. So,
That's true.
but it's important to have somebody who can kind of identify, you know what I mean, anything that could be worth something.
Very much so.
Through it.
Yep.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, go for it, Matt.
Yeah, I ain't gonna stay on too much longer. I didn't hit my 1,000, man. I got to
Nah, it's all good, man.
a little over 700 though.
Yeah, you came close.
I'm just looking at the time and I'm like,
Yep.
I know I'm gonna be tempted. I stay out sleeping. Nah.
Yeah.
We'll be up at 6 a.m. looking at the yard sale app.
Yep.
Oh,
No, man. Appreciate you jumping on, man.
No, dude, like I always appreciate you, man. You're doing good for the community. Like, you know, you're holding down the West Coast. You're doing a great job, dude.
Yeah, I try. That's all I can do.
Yeah, and definitely like we're me and Yakov are talking. We're like we might look at switching up our day and time.
Yeah.
But dude, I still want to send you the invite and stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
To get you on there, man. Let people just learn about you because we're like we might do a little bit earlier for the East Coast crowd too.
Yeah. Just let me know.
Just because, like, yeah, I won't get into the politics of YouTube, but
No, I hear you.
we've been facing a little bit of interference. So
Yeah, no, I hear you, man. Yeah, just let me know when you guys figure all that stuff out, and I'll be more than happy to join you. And yeah.
Oh, dude, I think it'll be fun, man. And I'll extend it out to you too, Matt. It's like,
is it
our fun little live show, man? We just
I've seen you a couple of times, dude. I feel like you're on right when I'm usually getting home or right before.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm definitely down, man. I'm like you though. Like I'm like I don't know anything, but anything that I have to offer is up.
No, we build the show to learn less about what you do reselling, more so about like you. Like we let people learn about you because especially when you're doing anything on YouTube, I can watch anybody. I love what Nate said. It's like I'm not gonna get a question in on Cincinnati Picker or Harry Tornado, none of those guys.
Right.
So the people that I want to connect with, I love lives like this. But the other guys, I'll turn them on and put them in the background.
Yep.
But the ones that I go back and watch again, it's because I like them, their family, what they're about, their goals, you know. So that's what we do. We're like, hey, I want to give YouTubers that aren't at that big level yet, let people start watching them, even if they never put out a seller video. They still want to tune in because they've liked the person and what the person's about.
Yep.
So we try to feature guests on the show that way.
Yeah, for sure. I love it. I think that's kind of what people need too right now with no interaction and up and everything. Like, gives you that person.
That's what we've made our show about. I said, yeah, we'll ask you some fun stuff like, what do you like to pick up in the thrift store? Like, what do your eyeballs go to? You know. But then we're like, okay, why in the world, like, do you root for this team? You know, because I try to do back study on people.
Yeah.
And then we get you to tell that childhood story on why you started watching this sport.
Yeah.
Because we want people to know you, you know.
Yep.
Love it.
So we have a little bit of fun.
Yeah, I don't know why in the world you'd wear that Baltimore Orioles hat.
Listen, man.
Oh, here we go.
Why Luis would ever be a Dodgers fan. Oh my God.
There's a man who still has a record to this day. Cal Ripken Jr.
I'm a Cal Ripken fan.
When you're a lefty that has to play third base.
Yep.
And I'm watching that man who was shortstop, then moved to third base. Yeah, no, I grew up in the. You got Cal Ripken Sr. running the dugout. You got Billy Ripken on the field. You got Cal Ripken Jr. And dude, I watched that game, man. I watched that game when he set that record, dude. That's a memorable moment. I don't care how bad they get.
I remember that too.
Yeah,
it's the right colors, but it's the wrong team. No,
Josh is like, don't even get me started.
No, all of my favorite teams are losing teams, so I'm used
I
to it.
remember when Rafael Palmeiro was on the Orioles.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Base there.
Our last big name was probably Chris Davis, and
Yeah.
that's only because he
Yeah.
was just a good slugger. But like we haven't put any money into the team.
That's how the Dodgers won. They bought the championship. Ask Luis. Paid for it, straight cash.
Yep. We got all the right pieces. That's all it took.
Yep, so I like Washington for my football team. I think we're trying to buy a win because we can't even pick a quarterback right now.
Yeah.
I like the Orioles, and then for college, I'm a University of Tennessee fan, and we can't keep a head coach in basketball or football.
One football. Yep.
So it's like I'm just used to losing, man. It's fine.
Keep
Yeah.
hanging out with me because all we do is win over here in the Bay Area. So, see, Luis, I started hanging out with Luis. Look what he got. He got a championship.
Dodgers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dodgers got a championship, and the Lakers won the NBA Finals.
No, I give you guys a hard time, but anybody who's a sports fan.
It'll be Clippers next year. Don't worry.
I don't know. My Dubs are coming back strong. Watch.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think they're gonna come back. Golden State should be a good team this coming season.
Stephen A. said the Warriors are better than the Lakers.
Yep.
Next year.
He was saying with the healthy team that they're gonna dominate this coming year.
We got the number 2 pick.
Yeah, I know. I saw that the other night. It should be a fun season though when it starts.
I can talk crap because I've been a fan since the Warriors won 7 games and they were giving out free Taco Bell coupons if they scored over 100 points. Going to the game and it was like $4 to go sit in the top. So
What are you talking about, man? My local squad is the Wizards. Come on, bro.
You had MJ. And who? Andre
Gilbert Arenas.
Gilbert
And then we
Arenas.
went on to John Wall.
Mm-hmm.
We had a bunch of guys that had no help.
Bradley Beal's good though. I like Bradley.
Yeah, but he'll leave.
Yeah. Russell says accept the Sharks, Matt.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm not a hockey fan. I can't do that.
And he says we love LA. You know it.
Yeah. No.
I'm cheering for the Orioles over the Dodgers all day. Sorry, Luis.
It's all good. It's all
Lance
good.
Shark, he said he has nothing there.
What's your local Little League team?
Or the high school.
Mm-hmm. I think it was like I want to say like June. We had been locked down for so long. That was when like the NBA stopped. There was no baseball. There was no nothing. And I drove up north and like I was going through this small little town to go to a small little thrift store, and I seen a little league game. So I like pulled over and I'm like watching these kids play baseball. I hadn't seen like live sports in forever, and it was like I was almost ready to try to make a bet with one of the parents.
One of the parents, huh?
Well, our local AAA squad is the farm club for the Giants.
What is it?
The Richmond Flying Squirrels. They're the AAA squad for San Fran.
Is it close to you?
Yeah, it's like 20 minutes.
That's cool. You gone to any games?
We have in the past. Like they do like firework nights every night, and my son's 4, so we took him last year when he was 3.
That's cool.
Nice.
It's a fun little time. It used to be the now when I was growing up, it used to be the Richmond Braves for Atlanta. Where do you think Chipper rehabbed, Javi Lopez, all those guys were up there?
They're up there, yeah.
I loved it, man. Yeah, David Justice came through there.
I
Yeah,
got some sweet Braves hats signed. I was
Oh,
thinking
nice.
trying to get them. I got them from Mike Global Voodoo.
Oh, Global Voodoo. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I paid like $10 each for like vintage hats signed.
That's a nice pickup right there.
John Smoltz and I think
Yeah.
David Justice too. They're not certified, but
just to have the autographs like that, man, it makes it more special,
they were
more
cool.
collectible. That's our picker says Birmingham Barons.
Barons.
And Matt, you said you're a 9.5.
Yeah.
Oh, we found something. Let me blow them up.
No, I just try to keep my eyes peeled. No, I don't have anything.
Oh, okay.
I
Try to
like.
get something.
No, I have to look through my store, but I was like, I have 4 totes of shoes I haven't even gone through yet. So.
Oh man.
I stay stocked up on those, so if I ever have a bad sourcing day, I can just list shoes.
Yep.
And a lot of mine that I usually keep, like, I'm definitely picking up any Jordans or anything like that, but I'll pick up like some older vintage Nikes, and like I have a tote that's like when I get some time, I'll grab a pair and I'll clean them and I'll scrub them down, and then those will go in like a list tote for me.
Oh yeah. I mean, if I just reach over, like literally, this is the first 5 that I grab.
Some teams, yep.
Those
5s.
The 5s, yep.
5s.
What size are those 5s?
I think 11.5.
Yeah,
Yep.
They're too small for me.
Dang, Luis, what are you?
12.5.
Dang, man. No, 12. 12.
Oh, they're 12?
Yeah, they're 12. I got the UNC.
Those are sick.
Yeah, those are nice.
What's the date on those?
They're 2014.
Luis, did you list your ones you had?
No, I cleaned them already.
Yeah.
I cleaned them, but I took my time, like you told me, clean them and stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna put them up by tomorrow or Sunday.
Stuff those toes. If they're just sitting there, like stuff them and just try to like leave them like that. Leave them sitting in a spot, even if like, in the house somewhere, so it'll give it a little heat. And hopefully that shoe will kind of fold back down.
Yeah, I did that. I remember you told me last time to do that, to stuff them and stuff. Yeah, that's what I did.
Yeah, I got shoes for days, man.
That
beautiful Air Max.
Air Max.
Oh yeah.
Hold on, let me put them up here. There we go.
Some old KDs. Yeah.
Damn, bro, you thrift all these?
Yeah, man.
Mine are always so beat in the thrift store, like especially sneakers like that, like heel drag everywhere. Like
well, they're all scuffed all over the place.
Yeah, these have a little bit of scuff like wear right here.
Oh yeah, hold up.
But like the white on it's good.
That looks like the suede material, though, huh?
Yep. Yeah, man. I do pretty good. These are the ones that I'm trying to clean now, though. Love these right here.
Yeah.
I just got to get the yellow out of this.
Yep.
Those are size 12 also.
Yep.
Have you seen like they have that paste that you paste on there?
Yeah. I gotta get some, man.
It's like Rejuvenator or something like that. Something like that.
Because I tried on one pair. I tried like the OxyClean paste.
Yeah.
I was watching one video and the dude was like, he had the Rejuvenator and then he grabbed, I want to say it was like some sort of hair dye or like a hair relaxer or something. And it was like, this is the same thing. And he did it and it was like equal.
Okay.
Annie, these are a 7 youth. every time she sees me with shoes, she's like, "What size are those, Josh?"
Yeah. Hey, you never know. You might make a sale on here.
No, I've tried a couple times. She was like, "You got any Air Force Ones that have a good color to them?" But yeah, no. I forget what size Annie wears.
Drop the shoe size that you're looking for, Annie.
I found some nice Hirachis that, and my wife was like, "Yeah, what size are those?" She goes, "Yeah, those are my size. Yeah, don't sell them."
She don't sell those. Yep.
Yeah, they were pink and tan.
Oh, nice.
She was all over them.
That's another benefit about being a reseller.
Mm-hmm. 6.5. Wow.
Look at these monsters.
Woo.
These
Oh,
are 15s.
Wow.
Where'd you get them?
Ross for $1.50.
There you go.
Wow. That's a nice.
So I've been waiting
Nice
for
one.
like football season to come up. I got some like padded shorts too that I want to put up there, but
Man, you should have no problem selling those.
yeah. Those are the alphas.
Hold on. Annie says she's a 6.5.
I got my tote right here too.
Yep. There you go.
Dang, Annie.
What size is she?
She's a 6.5 youth or 8 women's.
Pick those up too.
I know, because I had these nice
Go ahead, put them up, Luis.
these Air Force Ones.
Hold on. Let me put you up.
Great.
There you go.
They're the Joker purple and green.
Yeah.
Nah, those are sick.
They're too small for her though.
Yep. Damn.
Almost looks Laker colors.
Yeah, I know. That's why I like them.
We go to the Air Maxes. Okay, these.
Yep. I don't see any other. I have one more nice pair of Air Force Ones, but or
Man, you guys are bringing out some fire shoes.
These are 6Y.
ooh, those are nice.
No, hold on. Let me put those up real quick, Matt. These are 6Y, Annie. They're Jordans.
Those are nice.
I feel like there's some heel drag right there for sure.
Yeah. They're nice, though.
Usually this gets real like it starts to pull off, but all
Yeah.
that is pretty good shape.
No, it's a good condition right there. Let me
And then these are 6Y also.
Those are older, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can tell.
Look at all those. Look at those stars in the front and the back. I love those on the sole.
Yep.
That's what I said. I was like, yeah, I got these. I got these a couple weeks ago.
Dude, I had so many Air Force Ones that I like before I got into selling and everything, like
Yep.
that I just like either like traded my friends or like just was like, here, yeah, you can wear it
Mm-hmm.
anymore.
Been there, done that too, man.
Yeah.
Say, I know Annie likes bright shoes. Dang, those are women's 7. Neon yellow. Neon yellow Chucks. They're brand new too.
Yeah, they're brand new. They look good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll keep a lookout for you though, Luis.
Yeah, definitely.
Matt's 9.5, and you're a 12.5, 13.
Yeah.
I don't know who.
Oh, man, those are clean.
Ooh, nice, man.
Those are nice.
Mm-hmm. Those are real clean.
Yep.
6s. This is just one, dude. I got a bunch. I love kids' shoes like this, like right around this size in the C's.
Yeah.
They'll wear them like once or twice, and their foot's already outgrown them. And
Yeah. Yeah, kids outgrow those shoes quick.
You know, I saw that good tip. You know how to sell kids shoes real well?
So, let me hear it.
You gotta find like decent condition, and then find 3. They don't even have to all be the same, but just find 3 in the same size and lot them all together. Because it's just like what you said. The parent knows they're going to be in them for a shorter period of time.
Mhm.
But if you can find 3 decent pair in good condition, they're much more willing to pay up on 3 pair of shoes to rotate them for their kids.
Yep.
Because they're going to get rid of them so quickly anyway.
Mm-hmm.
They just hate buying 1 pair because they're like, oh, no, I ain't going to spend the money. They're going to grow out of them.
Yep.
But they'll jump on 3 pair.
Yep. Man, so you guys are all showing shoes. Now I had to go pull out a box of shoes too.
Do it, man. You got to do it.
I know, man. I don't want to be left out.
You got the good stuff.
Let me put myself big here real quick. All right. This one's come with the box.
Keep in mind, this is all stuff we should have listed and haven't.
Yep.
In the box. Nice, man.
They're used, but they're in good condition, though.
Those are really good condition.
Yep. These are from, let's see, 2002.
Ooh.
The forces are coming back, and they're coming back strong. Like, there was that wave in like 2004 to 2006.
Yep.
Them like just being crazy hot, and now my sister is gonna be a freshman in high school, and she's like forces. I want forces.
Yeah.
So that's crazy right now, with the kids, and like
very true.
Our age, Josh, and like saying all like the sneakerheads right now is like the dunks. Everybody wants
them. Yeah, that's true.
So, but like. And those are classics, man. I feel like it just rotates between those.
Yep.
Between those shoes. Like, Jordans are crazy hot. Jordans aren't really going nowhere, but it's Jordan Dunks Forces.
Yep.
With the Air Maxes will always be there.
Yeah.
Air Max classics though too.
Air Max just bring in the same consistency, which is good.
Yep.
They're diehards. If you like Air Maxes and you wear Air Maxes, that's all you want.
Yeah, that's me.
And you need it in every color combo.
Yeah. You're right.
I was reading some article because Josh, I got all those OG shoes.
Yeah.
I paid like I want to say like 16 grand for some 95s, like the original 95s. And he was all juiced, made an Instagram post, put him on his feet. I think he was in Tokyo or something, and like took like 10 steps and the whole shoe just like crumbled apart on him.
Oh man.
And I was like, the guy didn't tell you when he sold them, like those shoes aren't meant to be worn. Like you can't wear shoes. So,
no, you keep those on a shelf.
Right. Put them
in a box.
In a glass box, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
In your trophy room.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like those shoes you showed us a couple weeks back, Matt. The ones with the foam that were kind of coming off already from the.
Oh, that foam is gone, man. I'm kind of debating how I want to do that. If I want to like take the time, I definitely need to record it of me like cleaning it, because it'll just be like an easy, soft bristle brush to get most of that stuff off there and listen to that. Or if I want to completely clean them and include like a midsole from the shoe. I have some 3s and I have some 4s in that size. Include and be like, here, you could use this midsole, because that's what they do. They take the midsoles off like the retros.
Yep.
Glue them on there.
Yeah.
Do it, but and then at the same time, I'm like, well, I only have like $30 in the shoes, so if I hold on to them, how much more could they be worth? Because even the ones that are for sale, they're not dead stock. They're all used and shit, and mine are dead stock.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hoping. Because we do Saturday is our family day, so I get to go to 2 little honey holes, and then go to that fast-paced Goodwill tomorrow, and then I think we're just gonna go. I think rent some paddle boats, hit up the park, take my son to a mega playground, let him go nuts.
Yeah, man. Sounds like a fun Saturday.
Yeah.
That's what we try to do, because I don't even know if you guys noticed. So with my full-time job,
Mhm.
I mean, I can tell it for everybody else because I think everybody else pretty much knows. Yeah, so the new shed is the new business shed for the store. Because we're just up to the point where my wife leaves her job. She's taking over the store probably in February.
Nice.
So that I'm not, I'll still hang out with you guys. Trust me, I will. But I won't be working 9 to 2, 3 in the morning every night.
Every night. Yeah, definitely.
It's so that she can get a lot of the shipping, processing, handling everything, listing. She can do a lot of that during the day because she likes the sourcing stuff. We just said we'd love to be able to source on the weekend and not feel like it's the requirement to get more,
Mhm.
Be able to do it more so for fun, do it as a family, because we're taking care of more stuff during the weekdays. Because I don't get to much sourcing during the weekdays.
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
If you're not close to it either, like I'll be able to sneak away for an hour and a half and go in there real quick. But I'm always like, I hate that feeling when you're on the run and it's like, damn, what did I miss?
Yep. So yeah, it's more so like, for her, she'll be able to do it. She lists all of our clothing for us now, so she does a great job with that. It'll still be about, even when she steps into it, me probably 3-4 months, still just helping her with some basic process stuff.
Yep.
Matt Kemp, it's the beard. I think that's why.
Yep. That's what I was gonna say. It's the beard.
I will take a Rihanna though, for sure.
Well, cool guys, I'm gonna jump off. Always
all
love
right,
chatting
Josh.
with y'all. Thanks for having me on, Luis, man.
Anytime, brother.
You're the man. You're the man.
He is.
But
Right
yeah. All right, appreciate you guys.
All right, brother. Have a good weekend, man.
Have a nice day.
Later, man. Yeah, y'all have great days tomorrow, man.
Yeah, same to you.
Whatever
Man.
you do, that's what I say, man. That's the way we end up in my videos. It's like, just go out there, change the world, even if it's your world, with a sale and a smile. It's like two things, man, can go so far. So
yeah,
definitely.
For sure.
All right, y'all have a good one.
Right on.
All right, buddy.
You want to stay on, Luis?
Nah, I'm gonna get off already, man. Almost close to 3 hours already, bro.
Woo. All right, brother. Have a good day tomorrow.
Yeah, same to you, man. Hope you find some stuff tomorrow.
Drifts. I don't think I'm not sourcing tomorrow.
You're not starting tomorrow?
Well, that's a lie. I gotta go to the flea market in the morning.
Well, let's just say you might pop in real quick just to see what's going on.
remember I told you that's my key.
Yep.
I'm not gonna find nothing. It's just gonna be a quick day.
Yep, exactly.
Right on, brother.
Yeah, man. I've been using that thing you tell me to tell myself every time I go thrifting. I'm gonna go in here. I'm gonna find some stuff. Boom, let's do it.
Yeah.
Not maybe. It's like I'm gonna find something.
Yeah.
Boom. Been finding stuff left and right, bro.
Get it, bro. Get it. Right on. You deserve it, bro.
All right, brother.
All right, brother. We'll see you maybe tomorrow or on Sunday or.
Yeah, I'll see you, man. I'll bump into you somewhere.
Right on, brother.
All right, man. Have a good buddy.
Night, guys.
All right. All right, guys. I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight on this Friday night hangout. I want to thank Josh for hanging out with us and also Matt. Make sure you guys check out their channels. If you guys haven't subscribed, make sure you guys subscribe to his channel and also to Matt. And like I said, it's always appreciated you guys joining us. Hope you guys had a good time getting some information. I also want to thank Nate for being on here. If you guys don't follow him, make sure you guys follow him on his YouTube channel as well. His YouTube is Thrifters. So for whoever's not following him, you guys make sure to check him out. Make sure you guys follow and subscribe to Josh's channel, Flitz Finds Fun. He always puts out good content and always has great lives on Tuesday nights as well. And don't forget to hit the like button on your way out. It's always appreciated. And that's about it. You guys have a blessed night. And if you guys are going out sourcing tomorrow, make sure you guys have a good day of sourcing and hope you guys find some good stuff. And I will see you guys on Monday for our Monday's Mindful Merchant. This week it will be on the Lone Star Pickers channel, on Louis' channel. So make sure you guys join us on Monday. And like I always say, if you guys ever have any questions or you guys want to ask me anything, feel free to reach out to me on Instagram at Cali Reseller Luis. Until that's about it. So appreciate the support always. Much love and support. And I will see you guys next time. Good night to everyone in the chat and to everybody else watching. I appreciate the support. Good night, guys.